getting into that 7th inning. Now the next step is winning big league baseball games, right? The pitch count or getting through a lineup 3 times. Let's get rid of that and concentrate on winning some big league games.
All right, let's take a look at that last start, the longest start of his career into the 7th inning against the Rays.
You know, Clark Schmidt has really come a long way from about the first 5 starts of the year where he fell in love with that cutter. He has found the right mix with the cutter, the slider, and the knuckle curve. A lot of balls going into lefties, away from righties. There's the double that drives into Rosarena there. But Clark Schmidt rebounded nicely. The knuckle curve that he can drop middle of the plate and down. Again, the cutter that's up and in on lefties. Everything that you see from these highlights moving away from righties into lefties. There's going to be at some point where he's going to have to protect that movement away from the righties and into lefties, Chris, by throwing that 2-seamer in on righties, throwing a changeup down and away to lefties, a 2-seamer down and away, so you can go to your strength, which is the ball moving away from righties.
All right, so as a hitter, Flash, when you have a pitcher like Schmidt who has a 4-pitch mix, he mixes in the changeup too, but very rarely, but a 4-pitch mix that he throws 20% of the time each and every start, how do you prepare for something like that?
I think the hitters for Detroit are going to lock in on locations. It's going to be away from the righties, and it's going to be into the lefties, because if you look at that pitch mix, all of those 3 is off-speed pitches fall into that one area, down and away to righties, into lefties. Again, I always have David Cohn in my mind when he talks about pitching. Clark Schmidt is going to have to protect those breaking balls and throw fastballs in, 2-seamers, 4-seamers up. That's the next step for him. We talk about going deep into a game. He accomplished that last time. Now let's protect the breaking ball a little bit better by showing the fastball in certain counts so you can get some swings and misses on the breaking balls.
Prevent that leaning
out over.
Exactly. Time for a break. When we return, we'll have some updates on players' injuries throughout the league, and later on, Flash will give us his key to the game. Stay with us right here on Yes.
Fields rolls across in time. Ball game over. World Series over. Yankees win. Yankees win.
There's an easier way. From little fixes to big projects, taking care of your home is easy with Thumbtack. Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
All right, here we go. It's a big responsibility to be a designer. Dagny Dover is a bag brand based in New York City, founded by 3 women. We make hyper-functional, performance-driven bags. That's like a mouthful. We're all about getting the most out of life. When you're organized and you have your things together, you feel good. And when you feel good, you can live life intentionally. Oh, it's pronounced Dagny Dover. Dagny means new dawn. It's a new dawn for fashion.
Everything you love from ShopRite is now in your phone on Instacart. Get free delivery on your first order.
The Yankees pregame show on Yes is brought to you in part by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Today's injury report is also brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. Some of the most exciting players in baseball have gone on the injured list recently. Seattle's Julio Rodriguez has missed some games with left foot soreness. The source of the injury is unclear as it arose without any sort of incident. Toronto also took a big hit this week. Both Bo Bichette and Matt Chapman are out on the 10-day IL. Yankees are looking to complete New York's first 4-game sweep of the Tigers since September of 1988, back when Ronald Reagan was president of the country and Michael Jackson's song Man in the Mirror was on the Billboard Top 100. The Yankees going for the 4-game sweep provides today's marquee matchup, brought to you by Wendy's. Now, Flash, what's your key to the game?
Well, Chris, last night you mentioned Anthony Volpe, right? If he hits another home run, he's going to join some elite company, a 2020 guy. I think you said there's only been 15 that have done it, 15 rookies in history. So my key to the game is I am fully on this Volpe watch of every at-bat that he's going to take, trying to hit home run number 20. We know that that's going to come eventually. But the rookie getting a chance to hit third in this lineup today, which will kind of raise your eyebrow on maybe thinking, where is he going to hit in next year's lineup? He's graduating from the bottom. He's in the middle of it today.
There you go. And he'd be the first Yankee rookie to have a 2020 season. Ryan Rucco, Jeff Nelson, Meredith Morakovitz up with the call next on Yes.
And 100 wins at this early stage, what can you say? Well, the Yankees are incredible. That's what I can say.
Darrell has come off the bench, hit rush, and it's gone. Grand slam home run. Down to one more out. David Wells has pitched a perfect game.
Jeter backhands from the outfield grass.
Remarkable year for David Cole. There it is, call strike 3. And the Yankees have won on the RBI single by Derek Jeter. There they are, your 1998 record-setting New York Yankees.
5, 4, 3.
The league is in absolute chaos.
Players going off pretty much every other
Playing picture that, when it clears, could leave a few future Hall of Famers.
It might all come down to some rookie taking free throws. Scoring is on pace to break the all-time
The Athletic. Subscribe today.
This is Lucas.
No, you're cheating? You're cheating, bro.
You could use some focus.
You get good. No, you get good.
To make things go off without a hitch, turn to Alpha Brain. It's not hard to get. I mean, you know how to shop. Get Alpha Brain. Focus where it matters most.
Now, returning lessees can get the Ford F-150 for $289 a month. View more offers at buyfordnow.com.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching, yes, the Yankees Entertainment and Sports Network.
Last night in Detroit, the Yankees clinched a series win, something they had not done since July. Today, it is a spectacular afternoon for baseball as the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the Yankees against the Tigers in the fourth and final game of a 4-game set. Hey, everybody, Ryan Rucco alongside Jeff Nelson. So happy to be with you this Thursday afternoon for Yankees baseball on Yes. The Yankees have taken care of business the first 3 games of this series, 3 wins, and there has been a common theme. That's Gleyber Torres going yard in each game.
Yeah, what a series, what a week, what a month Gleyber Torres has had, and 3 home runs in every single game. That was a changeup up in game 1 on Monday. He absolutely demolished this ball. Well, he didn't demolish it like he did this one, his furthest of his career. 454, got a fastball. Watch out, Jack Morris, right underneath his name. And then again, last night, this time he didn't go to left field or left center. He went opposite field, a fastball up from the lefty. What a series he's had. 6 for 14, he's had 2 doubles and 3 homers.
And he's had an incredible month of August, 7th in the American League in batting average and 5th in the American League in OPS in the month of August. Today, of course, the final day of August. Now, as far as the mound goes, today Matt Manning will get the ball for the Tigers, was bumped 1 day because of a sore back. The Yankees will turn to Clark Schmidt, who is coming off a terrific start in Tampa.
He has his longest of his career, 6 2/3. He was brilliant. He struck out 5. We're going to see some of the strikeouts here. He had a really good slider, good cutter. Here's that slider on the outside part of the plate. That was called strike 3. There's that knuckle curve, another knuckle curve to Raley, and then that slider away to Ramirez. Outstanding. He was very efficient with his pitches, and he's got to be proud of himself going as deep as he did.
See his ERA over the last 2 starts. How about 21 starts allowing 3 runs or fewer? That's tied for 3rd in the American League. And the cutter, which he struggled with through his first 9 starts this season, last 18, whole different ball game, holding opponents to a .250 batting average and allowing just 2 home runs. Well, the Martian is about to land in Houston for the Yankees. Our Meredith Marakovitz chats with Aaron on Yes.
And 100 wins at this early stage, what can you say? Well, the Yankees are incredible. That's what I can say.
Dallas come off the bench, hit well, and it's gone. Grand slam home run. Down to 1 more out. David Wells has pitched a perfect game.
Jeter backhands from the outfield grass. Got it.
Remarkable year for David Cohn. There it is, called strike 3. And the Yankees have won on the RBI single by Derek Jeter. There they are, your 1998 record-setting New York Yankees.
Custom Ink helps us celebrate and drive our students' achievements with custom gear. They love Custom Ink's different styles and designs. We love how Custom Ink makes the process simple with their easy-to-use design lab, expert artists ready to help, and unbeatable customer service. Custom Ink allows our kids to show everyone their accomplishments and the pride they have in our school. When we place an order, I know they got our back, so we can focus on the kids.
Custom Ink has hundreds of products to help you feel connected. Upload your logo or start your design today at customink.com.
Trying on glasses using Warby Parker's virtual try-on is so lifelike, so realistic, that you might not even be able to tell what's real from what's virtual. Yep, it's that good. Virtually try on hundreds of styles in the Warby Parker app.
There's an easier way with Thumbtack. Download the app today and care for your home from top to bottom.
Welcome inside Comerica Park for a Thursday matinee between the Yankees and the Tigers. The Yankees are going for the 4-game sweep in just a little bit. Hey everyone, I'm Meredith Marakovitz. Tomorrow is September 1st, and the rosters can expand from 26 players to 28 players. The Yankees are expected to call up 2 players, catcher Austin Wells and outfielder Jason Dominguez. Dominguez has been talked about for a while. He's a number 2 prospect in this Yankees organization, and he goes by the Martian. Earlier today, I asked Aaron Boone why he thinks his bat will play up here at the big league level.
He's got power, bat speed, and strike zone discipline. You know, he's had that really from a young age. The ability to understand the strike zone. And we even saw that in spring training. You just saw a lot of real quality at bats. So he has all the physical and raw tools you need, coupled with, I think, the DNA to control the strike zone. And now it's a matter of can you take that to the highest level in the land and do it consistently there. And that's what we'll start to see.
And make no mistake about it, when Jason Dominguez joins the team in Houston tomorrow, he is going to play, and according to Aaron Boone, he is going to play a lot. Expect to see him in both center field and perhaps a little bit in left field as well. Plenty more to come here on the Yes Network. When we get back, Ryan Ruocco will be joined by Jeff Nelson. First pitch coming your way after the break.
So yeah, USAA, they always have my back.
USAA? You were in the military?
Oh no, I wasn't, but my grandpa was. He joined USAA, passed membership to my mom, then to me.
There's other ways to get in?
Yeah. My neighbor Ron, he's in because his wife served. Even little Luna, once she's born, her dad served.
So all this time I could have had USAA insurance.
And banking.
Where's my phone?
Over there.
USAA, for the military community and their families.
KFC's $20 fill-up box.
Alexa, play Kentucky Fried Chicken Night.
Oh, yes, it's
chicken night.
Make it a chicken night with KFC's $20 fill-up box.
There's never been a better time to get away. With a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now's the time to get in and get away. Lease a Tucson for $239 a month or get 3.29% APR or $2,500 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Okay, who here has reached peak fall?
Peak what?
Peak fall.
I am wearing plaid.
And I'm wearing a cardigan.
I guess I am eating snickerdoodle cookie dough.
And I am eating a pumpkin pie blizzard.
The new DQ Fall Blizzard menu has reached peak fall. Pumpkin pie, snickerdoodle cookie dough, and more. They are back.
I just love fall. Apparently we all do.
Oh, they did it. Peak fall achieved. DQ, happy tastes good.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Burke, the top rehabilitation experts serving the tri-state area. Every expertise for every life. By the new Defender 130, 8 seats, infinite adventures. And by FanDuel, make every moment more. Some of the true legends who have worn the Yankees and Tigers uniforms take us into action on a spectacular Thursday afternoon in Detroit. The weather is perfect. And we'll take a look at today's starting lineup brought to you by TikTok. DJ LeMahieu leading off. Gleyber Torres, who's homered in each game of this series, bats second. Then the rookie Anthony Volpe in the 3 spot, followed by Stanton, IKF, and Jake Bauers in there. Everson Pereira gets the start in left, followed by Oswaldo Cabrera at third, and Kyle Higashioka rounds out the Yankees starting lineup. On the mound for the Tigers, it's the youngster Matt Manning. Let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report.
Well, Manning's a contact guy. He doesn't really strike out a lot of guys. 45 strikeouts, 18 walks in 71 innings. His last 3 starts have been outstanding. He's only given up 1 earned run in 17 2/3. And they skipped him, just gave him an extra day. His last start was on Friday the 25th. He pitched outstanding, 6 1/3, no runs, and 3 strikeouts. We'll see if that back has any issues, or if he has any issues with that back during today's game.
We will face LeMahieu to lead things off. And the first pitch outside, ball 1. LeMahieu homered yesterday. 5 home runs his last 8 games, after he had 5 in his previous 81 games.
Manning, a feature of fastball 93, 94, not really overpowering. The slider, he throws that a lot. Curveball, starting to throw that a little bit more. Not much of a changeup, only about 4% he throws that.
He's behind 3-0 on LeMahieu.
LeMahieu must have been feeling pretty good, and he is. I mean, he was digging in on the on-deck circle. I saw him dig a little hole and working at bat over there.
He looked ready to go, huh?
He was ready.
No, I noticed you did the same thing just outside our production booth today. Just raring to go.
I was ready.
At the carpet.
Put a big hole in the carpet.
Yeah.
Hopefully they haven't seen that.
No, this isn't Oakland.
Well, they have wood floors and other things in the wall.
Here's the 3-1 to LeMahieu. And DJ LeMahieu works the leadoff walk. Let's check out the Tigers defense presented by Buick. Riley Green in left, Parker Meadows in center, Kerry Carpenter in right, McKinstry and Zach Short on the left side, Ibanez and Torkelson on the right side, and Carson Kelly behind the plate to catch Matt Manning with Miguel Cabrera DHing. Big swing from Torres, fouls it straight back. It has been some run for Gleyber Torres. 5 homers his last 10 games, up to 23 on the season. His OPS now over 800. Told you in the open, he's 5th in the American League in OPS in the month of August. Garrett Cole was talking about Torres last night, Jeff, and he said, I think he's had a sneaky, really good year. And then he said, maybe it's not so sneaky. He said, look, I'd like to see him take things even a step further. When you look at how great his hand-eye coordination is, how fun he is to be around, feels like there really is still more to come.
Well, when you're having a month like he's had in August, it's easy. It's easy and fun to be around. That's not like him. A lot of times we've seen this month he's fighting off pitches like that. He's not really expanding the zone and helping out the pitcher. That was a ball up in the zone that he swung through, and he's probably kicking himself. He's usually spoiling those pitches and getting something to hit.
First time that Anthony Volpe has hit third this season. Oh, 2 on Volpe.
You can see a lot of off speed already. I mean, that's all that Manning has been throwing. A couple fastballs, but a lot of sliders. He's mixed in that curveball.
Volpe flies that down the left field line in foul territory. Long run for everybody, and it's going to drop. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Volpe down on strikes. Second straight strikeout for Manning.
Well, so far through the first 3 at bats, he's been pitching backwards. This is a fastball outside. A lot of breaking balls, a lot of sliders early. He struck out Torres with a fastball up and then got Volpe with a fastball down and away.
Here's Stanton. Takes a strike. Stanton had a big game last night, an RBI single that got the Yankees scoring started. Then a smoked home run to center field. Now 398 in his career. Aaron Judge getting the afternoon off. Aaron Boone saying just a day for Judge. In the midst of a stretch where he's playing a lot. Day game after night game, and back in there against Houston tomorrow.
Plus, he fouled that ball off of his foot yesterday as well.
Yeah, and Aaron didn't mention that, but you wonder about it as Stanton Swings and misses, and Manning strikes out the side after walking LeMahieu. We go to the bottom of the first.
So yeah, USAA, they always have my back.
USAA? You were in the military?
Oh no, I wasn't, but my grandpa was. He joined USAA, passed membership to my mom, then to me.
There's other ways to get in?
Yeah. My neighbor Ron, he's in because his wife served. Even little Luna, once she's born, her dad served.
So all this time I could have had USAA insurance.
And banking.
Where's my phone?
Over there.
USAA, for the military community and their families.
KFC chicken nuggets? Chicken nuggets? KFC chicken nuggets! Chicken nuggets! KFC chicken nuggets!
Chicken nuggets?
It's dinner time. Get KFC original recipe chicken nuggets. 10 pieces for just $5.
Today's starting lineup brought to you by TikTok. Checking out the Tigers starting lineup. Zach McKinstry leading off, Riley Green in the 2-0. Andy Ibanez will bat third, followed by Spencer Torkelson, who homered last night. Kerry Carpenter, who's had a huge August. Miguel Cabrera, Parker Meadows, Zach Short, and Carson Kelly. On the mound for the Yankees, it is Clark Schmidt. You see his numbers on the season. Let's check out the Nissan pitcher's scouting report.
Well, soft away. You know, he really doesn't throw the changeup that much. You know, maybe it's something that he might work on in spring. But backdoor breaking ball, maybe a backdoor slider. Lefties are hitting 303. For him throwing that cutter the way he is, and he's getting a lot better with the feel in the second half, those numbers should drop. He has, reverse splits. It's almost like, lefties with that cutter shouldn't be hitting as well as they are. And build on it. His last start was 6 2/3. Just proved to himself that he can get outs in the 7th inning. He can get past that magical 6 that he's had a hard time getting through.
We told you in the open about the starts allowing 3 runs or fewer, 21 of them, which is third most in the American League. Only Sonny Gray and Garrett Cole have more.
Yeah, he's pitched really well. He's got a good breaking ball. He's got that knuckle curve. There's that fastball, that sinker away. I think that's going to be a big pitch for him. When he started falling in love with the cutter, the fastball usage has started going down. It's only about 24% for Clark. And you would like to see that a little higher, but because he throws that cutter so much, a lot of times when guys throw the cutter, they get away from their fastball or they lose that feel. Now, when he starts starting more and seeing more lefties, I think he needs something soft away. Everything is hard into lefties. The slider, the curveball.
Swing and a miss there on the knuckle curve. And McKinstry down on strikes. Let's take a look at the Yankee defense presented by Buick. Pereira in left. IKF gets the start in center. Jake Bowers getting the start at right. Then it's Oswaldo Cabrera at third. Volpe at short. Torres at second. LeMahieu at first. Higgy behind the plate. Stanton DHing. Strike one to Riley Green. Pumps in another strike.
Two good pitches. The first fastball was outside. It's about a ball on the outside part. And if you're Higgy, you want to see, okay, how much is Mets going to give us out there? And when you get ahead, you're like, okay, I'm going to go out there a little further to see if you see what he's going to give me. And sometimes you might get swings and misses because if you're getting that call about a ball off of the plate outside, you'll see some lefties fish for that pitch.
Well, Clark had an ERA of 6.30 on May 14th. 3.71 since then. I can see why you want to test Jacob Metz a little bit because just his 9th career game.
Yeah, I would. I mean, why not? If he's going to call the ball off, hey, I'm going to go a little further. And if you get the catcher to set up a little further and you hit him right down the middle, I mean, you might get a call.
Let's take a look at today's game time weather presented by Bigelow Tea. It's 70. Oh, Jeff will be happy. It feels like 76. 0% chance of rain. It's just a wonderful day.
It is a beautiful day. It looks like it's really nice in the sun. It's a little chilly up here, though.
You gonna put a jacket on again?
Well, I was told that we had a heater in here, and not until about the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs when they said, hey, we have a heater.
It's because you're the first person who's asked for it in the month of August ever.
Well, if I come back here in August and it's the same, I'm going to make sure that I use that heater.
I guess so. You're going to come back in a north face. Green appears okay after fouling that ball off his foot. Another 3-2 from Schmidt coming. Hit hard and into center field, a base hit for Riley Green. Let's take a look at Jeff's keys to the game today.
Well, it was a good start with LeMahieu with the leadoff walk. You were hoping to score a couple runs here in the first couple innings and relax Clark Schmidt a little bit. Stay aggressive. They were very aggressive on the base pass yesterday. 4 stolen bases. That was really nice to see. And momentum. It'd be great to sweep the Tigers and carry this into Houston.
It'll be very interesting tomorrow with Austin Wells, Jason Dominguez getting the call up. Figure both are going to get significant playing time. Swing and a miss, 0-2 on Ibanez.
I saw Brian Hoke, I guess he interviewed Volpe and asked him about the young, Dominguez and Austin Wells coming up, and asked, hey, how does that make you feel? I mean, these are guys that you've played with your whole entire minor league career, and he's pretty excited to see them. They're going to experience the same things that he's been going through the whole year.
That is flicked into right. Coming in is Bowers, slides and makes the catch for the second out as Green scampered back to first.
It was a nice catch. Looked like he got a late jump on it. There you see he was frozen just a little, and then he took the outside route to the left, and then he had to come in. I don't know if he saw that ball real well, but he made a nice diving catch to make up for it. I don't think Green was quite sure either if Bowers saw that ball off the bat.
It was interesting, too, Jeff, just being on the field before the game on a really sunny day game. It's a little hard to see.
Pretty bright, you're right.
You feel that in some ballparks more than others. Obviously, Yankee Stadium, famously in left field, looking back at home plate.
Those are some big glasses that Bowers had. Look like ski goggles.
I have to get another look at them.
Look at those things.
Right. They do look like ski goggles.
Downhill ski with those.
I could see you being the kind of winter sport athlete.
I like skiing.
Yeah, and who would break a leg and be like, that's all right, I'm right back out there.
Yeah, I didn't learn skiing until after my career. I was 40 years old.
Yeah, and now you love it?
Oh, it's addicting. Yeah, I love it. When you first learn, you think it's something easy. And you put them on, it's not easy. And I was out in Seattle, I was taking tons of lessons. I was skiing over 100 times a year. And the first few times I started learning, I'm 6'6". These little kids about 2 feet tall, they're like zipping by you. And you're like, you got to be kidding me. You want to smack them with the ski pole. They're just showing you up. I'm an athlete, and I can't even ski like these guys.
But now you're on the same double diamonds with them, aren't you?
Yes. And they're still showing me up.
Yeah. Torkelson works the walk. And here is Kerry Carpenter. Now, we told you Glaber has the 5th best OPS in the American League in the month of August. Kerry Carpenter has the 3rd best. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Yeah, real good knuckle curveball there. After 2 off speed, either go back with that knuckle curve or maybe heat him up away with a fastball.
IKF playing pretty deep and slightly towards right center.
Well, a lot of lefties from Clark Smith, they're going to play to pull because a lot of it is in when you're looking at the curveball, that knuckle curve in on a lefty, the cutter in on a lefty. They're going to pull a lot of pitches off of Clark.
Swing and a miss. Schmidt strikes out Carpenter. 2 Ks and a scoreless first.
The last of summer will draw you in at Toyota's National Sales Event. It's like a magnet, but for people.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Okay, got it.
Ray Magliozzi here. eBay Motors has 122 million parts. Let's see, you'll need headlights and a bumper. At least you can skip the car wash.
Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors, let's ride.
Cause you woke up in the morning with initiative to move, so I make it harder. If you think about it, so many people do be cool and look smarter. Hey world, the time has come to.
Michelin keeps innovating so the world can move in better ways. Michelin, motion for life.
What if finding a new job wasn't such a leap of faith?
I don't think I'm right for this. I said I don't think I'm right for the job.
You're perfect for it!
What if you knew you'd be paid fairly?
Check this out.
Because you could literally see what the job pays. What if your schedule worked for you, and her, and them? And what if the promise of better work
No way!
was something that found us?
I got the interview.
One urgent question. How long?
How long? How long?
Until we solve long COVID. The Solve Long COVID initiative is bringing people together to find answers now. Go to solvelongcovid.org to learn more.
Time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Today's submission is of young Coda, who enjoyed his first Yankees game here in Detroit earlier this week. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. Top of the second inning, no score. Fourth and final game of this 4-game set with the Yankees going for the sweep. And we do now have official word that Harrison Bader has been claimed off waivers by the Cincinnati Reds. So Bader no longer a Yankee, on his way to Cincinnati, a team in the postseason mix. And
yeah, game out of the third wild card.
Hit hard on the ground, right to third. McKinstry will throw out IKF.
I think it's a good move for the Reds. You know, they have Jake Freely, who is a right fielder. He's on the IL. You know, Friedel's their center fielder. You could move him to one of the corner spots. Will Benson's also in the outfield. So they desperately needed an outfielder.
We're 6 games out of the lead in the division and would have to jump the Brewers and Cubs. But as Jeff mentioned, much closer when it comes to that third wild card, just a game behind San Francisco. And just 3 games behind the Cubs, who right now are in that second wild card spot.
I'm a little surprised. I mean, I don't know yet. I'm going to check and see if anything was reported. They're a team like the Reds is a team that needs starting pitching. And there's a couple guys out there still. You know, I know Clevenger was out there for the White Sox, but the rest of his money for August is pretty steep for a team to take it on. And then he's got a mutual option for next year.
Sounds like the Reds also claimed Hunter Renfroe.
Really? That was a guy, I think he was owed maybe a couple million for the month of August, September.
Nice piece of hitting there from Bowers, who lines a single to left field. Well, and Bader had a great approach to this over the last couple of days. He was asked about whether or not he has any ill feelings towards the Yankees about these. He said, absolutely not. He said it made total sense, complete professional move. Left open the possibility, of course, of staying or coming back, seeing where things go, but had no ill will. And if you're the Yankees, it obviously makes sense. You are already playing Everson Pereira every day. You are calling up Jason Dominguez, and Aaron Boone said before the game today that he's going to play a lot. You would assume he's going to play most days. Pereira drives that in the air to left center. Meadows has room way out there to make the catch for the second out. You also want to probably find some more at-bats for Oswaldo Cabrera, who has not started much of late.
Yeah, and if you think about it, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of Yankee fans out there. So well, how come you're basically giving him up for just somebody eating the rest of his salary for the month of September? Why didn't they do it at the trade deadline? Well, the Yankees were on the fence. This team played themselves into a situation that they didn't know which way they were going. Would they have been a seller? Could they add? They really were having a tough time there right all the way up to the deadline, but they were still, 2 games out of the wild card. I mean, they weren't in the division, but they were still there in the wild card. And it seems like this might be the norm, going forward. In baseball, I mean, you have the trade deadline, which is August 1st to July 31st, and then right at that end, I mean, you're going to have these teams that are on the fence. I mean, look at the Angels, and they put, 6 guys on the waiver wire, and they're going to go all the way down to the last couple days of August. And these teams, if they think they were in it at the deadline, and then all of a sudden they work themselves out of that race, they're going to throw guys on the waiver wire.
There goes the runner. Throw down is in time. Bauer's thrown out attempting to steal after the Yankees stole 4 bags yesterday. And that will end the top of the second. A good throw from Carson Kelly.
Just another senior.
That is the 3rd health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market.
Right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same.
That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing?
Taking control.
Humana, a more human.
What are you doing?
Taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
This is Cynthia Suarez, CFO of GoGo Food Co., an online food delivery service. Business was steady until
GoGo Food Co. Go check it out.
overnight users tripled, which meant hiring 20 new employees and buying 20 new laptops. So she used her American Express business card, which gives her more membership rewards points on her business purchases.
Somebody order some laptops?
Cynthia Suarez, CFO, MVB. Built for Cynthia's business. Built for your business, Amex Business.
What if finding a new job wasn't such a leap of faith?
I don't think I'm right for this. I said I don't think I'm right for the job.
You're perfect for it!
What if you knew you'd be paid fairly?
Check this out.
Because you could literally see what the job pays. What if your schedule worked for you, and her, and them? And what if the promise of better work
No way!
was something that found us?
I got the interview.
Memorable moments in Yankees history presented by Prevagen, the #1 pharmacist-recommended memory support brand. Last season, Miguel Cabrera, in pursuit of 3,000 hits, was one hit away, and Aaron Boone intentionally walked Cabrera, and Cabrera said, hey, it's okay. Crowd was upset, but he said, calm down. The fans were irate. And Boone talked about how difficult it was for him to make that decision, even though it was the obvious baseball thing to do.
Right, it was a close game.
Yeah, and it was clear as day what needed to be done there. But he's still, this is Aaron Boone's a man who appreciates the history of baseball, who loves Miguel Cabrera, who spent time with him as a teammate, and he hated to have to walk him there and was torn up about it afterwards.
Well, those are the times you just put your feelings aside. I mean, it's about winning, and that's what happened. And I know the fans didn't like it, but the game was close, and they had to do what they had to do.
And Mickey eventually got there. And then some.
Yeah, it's got 152 more.
Grounded to second. Torres there. One down. You know what? That 3,000th hit came 2 days later against Colorado. Going the opposite way as he has done so often in his career.
And see, the whole fans got to see it. There's his family. Iglesias, a long-time teammate here when he was a Tiger.
Cabrera played the first game of this series, did not play the last two. Meadows goes around 0-2. Strike three. Backdoor knuckle curve placed beautifully, and Meadows frozen.
Well, that's what you're going to have to do to the lefties. You know, you can't come in all the time. You need something away and soft away, and that's that knuckle curve. Good backdoor curveball right there to Meadows.
Cutter in there for a strike. Good tempo from Clark Schmidt in the second inning.
We don't see this too often. It's almost like a two-step, country two-step that he does on the mound before he gets ready to throw, but this is how he gets into rhythm.
There it is.
Probably a good line dancer.
You think so?
Yeah, probably.
We should ask Clark.
Do the watermelon crawl. I mean, he's probably good at that.
I've never talked to Clark about his dancing. Check swing. He went around. Higashioka trying to retrieve in time, and safe at first is Zach Short as he will reach on what is likely going to be a wild pitch after the strikeout.
It was a really good knuckle curve and really tough for Higgy to block this. Watch where this ball ends and just hits off his glove. And once it gets to the backstop, and Short runs real well. It'd be tough to throw him out from there.
Looked like maybe Higgy tried to just get it with the glove instead of
getting in front of it.
Yeah, instead of getting the body there. Grounded to third. Cabrera across the diamond, so it'll only cost Schmidt one pitch. We go to the third, no score in Detroit.
A man, his tractor, and his family. These are the Upshaws, though he goes by Shaw, which stands for skilled hands at work. From cutting hair and mowing grass to roasting marshmallows, he's got a grasp on what matters most. There's a story in every piece of land. Run with us on a John Deere tractor and start telling yours. Get $1,000 off it.
Find out where that road leads. Take on any challenge. When you have the #1 mass market brand and dependability, you stop thinking about what you can't do. You start doing what you never thought possible. Kia, movement that inspires. Kia, movement that inspires.
Amanda?
their very own. What's in it for you? You'll get to start your day with a smile, and your social posts will be way cuter too. Save some tiny lives today. Visit bestfriends.org/kittens.
Hey, fans, join the Yankees on Saturday, September 9th as they celebrate their 75th Old Timers Day presented by Fresh Direct. Arrive early and see your favorite Yankees legends put on the pinstripes again, highlighted this year by the return of Derek Jeter and most of the 1998 world champion Yankees. Tickets are going fast, so get your tickets today at Yankees.com. Very much looking forward to that.
So am I, Ryan.
Yeah, well, you're actually intimately involved.
You know, when we had our 96 reunion, the 20th reunion, and we went to our positions, you know, we got called through center field. We walk out the center field.
Yep.
And I'm looking around. Everybody's on the mound. They're all at their, and everybody else is out there, their positions. You had Tim Raines, Wade Boggs. I mean, you look around and you don't realize what kind of team you had. I mean, you win the World Series in '96, but then you look around and you're like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, I think we could have beat some teams playing now. But you look around the diamond, he's like, wow, we really did have a great team.
Yeah.
And then the '98 coming up here next weekend, and you're gonna look at the same thing.
Grounded to second. Banez throws out Cabrera. Well, you know what's funny about that, Jeff? Even now, when fans will talk about '96, you'll still hear some baseball fans say, like, that Braves team should have never lost that World Series. That was a better Braves team, right? But people just didn't know at the time that your Yankees team was just taking its first championship step into a dynasty.
I can remember when we lost the first two games in '96 at Yankee Stadium.
Right.
We go in on the workout day, and Atlanta papers are, get us another American League team. Yankees don't belong here. We're going to roll over them and sweep them in 4. You know, even some of the broadcasters that were doing the game, you know, national game, are like, oh, you guys probably don't have a chance. And that was the one great thing about Joe Torre. I think he even told Mr. Steimer, don't worry, we're going to win the next 4.
Yep. He did. So we're going to go win 3 in Atlanta, come back here and win Game 6.
I mean, what Pettit and Cone did on the mound in that series.
Yep. And then Jimmy Key in Game 6.
And that was the great thing about that World Series, is that was right before interleague play. So we really didn't know anything about Atlanta. You know, we knew they had the great starting pitching, Maddox, Smoltz, Glavine, Avery. But we didn't see them. You know, even '98. I mean, we didn't see the Padres. We didn't really know a whole lot about them. You see them on TV. You know, they knew Sterling Hitchcock because the Yankees had him. Knew about Trevor Hoffman.
Higashioka jolts that into center field. Meadow is there for the second out.
I mean, after the rough start in '98, when we were 1-4, we started putting things together, and it's like one of those things that, you know, hopefully all winning teams feel the same way. It's like when you lose, you get shocked. You're surprised that you lost the game.
Big swing and a miss from LeMahieu, and it's 1-2. Wind is coming in today, huh?
It's not carrying like it did the first 3 games. The ball was getting out the first 3 games. 8 solo shots by the Yankees.
Yeah, even that ball off Higashioka's bat looked like it was going to go further than it did out to left center. Just misses down, 2-2.
Manning wanted that one. That was down. There's that fastball at 94. And Kelly tried to bring it back up into the zone.
And the count is full on LeMahieu. Walked his first time up.
Well, I can't imagine Manning giving in here and throwing him a fastball. He's probably going to throw him another slider. Been throwing that a lot today.
That is ripped down the left field line, foul. And I think LeMahieu broke his bat on that.
Yeah, he must have been way out in front of that ball. That was a hanging slider. You see that slider, it really didn't do anything.
Yep, way out in front.
Yeah, got out, hit off the end of the bat.
At 3-2. Swing and a miss. Manning sits down the Yankees 1-2-3 in the third. Hey, speaking of 96, you remember this, Jeff. Charlie Hayes, the final out. The celebration. Wade Boggs ends up on a horse. O'Neill ends up on the ground.
Lost Medicaid or CHIP coverage? Healthcare.gov is here for you.
Where can we find a low-cost health plan?
What about a plan that covers doctor visits?
Emergency care? Prescriptions?
With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month.
What's the website again?
Healthcare.gov.
Game session 20, best slip is empty. I gotta call KG.
KG, what
I
up?
got nothing for you, Fox.
Oh, come on.
Marshawn, Barry.
Hey, what's up,
I
Bobby?
need some tips.
I'm like LA.
LA?
No, Dallas. That's
Dallas?
Dallas.
Dallas?
Hold up. How about Detroit? Nah, Barry over there.
You know what? I'm gonna call y'all right now. Vanessa, I need your help.
I got a tip for you. Always go with your gut.
I like that. Going with my gut. Let's go with our gut.
Summer won't last forever, but with a great selection of vehicles during Toyota's national sales event, there is still time to capture new memories. With friends and family. Before it all flies by.
Right now, get 3.99% APR financing on Camry, Corolla, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Let's take a look at StatCast 3D presented by Google Cloud. Clark Schmidt in the 94th percentile in spin rate on his knuckle curd, 98th for his cutter, and 99th for his sinker. I mean, that is elite spin for Clark Schmidt. It's a really interesting guy, too, to talk to, Jeff. And I remember talking to him a few weeks ago about when he was struggling earlier this season. I mean, we gave you the numbers before, how, mid-May he had a 6.3 ERA, and he's had 3.7 since then. He said as he was going through it, he never lost confidence in what ultimately was going to happen. And because of that, he was able to take the approach of, hey, this is going to help me. These struggles, these trials, this is going to help me become a better pitcher, and really tried to lean into that and lean into the grind of it, and is a big fan of stoicism. And the author Ryan Holiday reads a lot of his books and talked about that sort of approach and mentality helping him to see the hard times for what they are and just keep plodding forward. And he certainly has.
And that's the toughest part. When you start struggling, you start questioning yourself. Do I belong here? Should I continue with this cutter? And that cutter was a new pitch, and he did. He stuck with it. It's a field pitch, so it's one of those that you really have to get out there and get extended. You can't cut the cutter off, because then it just spins. It really doesn't do what it's supposed to do. And a lot of that is supposed to be that effective pitch inside to a lefty. Struggled with that as well in the beginning, and now over these last 10, 12 starts, it's been a lot better. He's had a lot better feel for that pitch.
Well, you saw how dramatic the difference was. Those first 9 with the cutter and last 18 as he issues the leadoff walk to McKinstry. I asked him about the cutter specifically, talking with him yesterday, Jeff, and he said, you know, he's learned the place for the cutter, when they can introduce it, where they can introduce it, and also using it on right-handers as well, so that they're just not sitting on his sinker. He also thinks using it on right-handers helps play up his bigger breaking balls.
It can, but a lot with that, you can also use your fastball a lot more. I mean, I talked earlier about I'd like to see him use his fastball a little more.
Yeah.
You know, 24% of the time he's throwing a sinker. You know, when you're throwing inside to a righty, then that opens up the outside part with the breaking ball. Yes, you can throw that cutter away. You got to make sure you get it away, and you also don't want to leave it up. Now, a cutter, a lot of times, especially to a lefty, is a pitch that you want to jam them. You know, it's not really a swing and miss for a lefty.
Grounded to first. LeMahieu on the backhand to second for one. Back to first in time for the double play, as LeMahieu starts the 3-6-1 double play. And it looked like Green almost hesitated a second, like he thought he had fouled it off his foot, but he is retired on the DP.
Well, that was an inside cutter, and that's what it's meant to be. It's supposed to be up and jam the left-handed hitter. And that's exactly what that pitch is supposed to do. He got a nice ground ball out of it. Nice 3-6-3, and this is a hard play for a pitcher to get over there and cover the bag on the back end of a double play. Three, 6-1. But he's capable. I mean, he doesn't have the 98 or 97 mile an hour fastball, but he still has a good one that he can spot to both sides of the plate.
Grounded to Volpe on the backhand across his body. Dug up by LeMahieu. Nicely done in the infield here in the third. Yankees have really shimmered defensively in this series. No score through 3 in Detroit.
Game starts at 20, best slip is empty. I gotta call KG.
KG, what
I
up?
got nothing for you, Fox.
Oh, come on.
Marshawn, Barry.
Hey, what's up,
I
man?
need some tips.
I'm Mike, L.A.
LA?
No, Dallas. That's
Dallas?
Dallas.
Dallas?
Hold up. How about Detroit? Nah, Barry over there.
You know what? I'm gonna call y'all right now. Vanessa, I need your help.
I got a tip for you. Always go with your gut.
I like that. Going with my gut. Let's go with our gut.
Me and my best friend Amy went for a mini break in Edinburgh. It was quite surreal.
We stayed with Tessa.
She is this incredible artist. The room that we stayed in, there is a sort of dreamish element running through.
Definitely.
The world that she's created.
It makes you feel like you're in a little storybook or something.
Ready? Go. I'm coming out with a bang. Blowing up on the next big thing. Everybody want my shine. If you want a piece, better get in line. Ain't nobody do it like this. Go so right now, just don't quit. I'm coming out with a bang.
We don't just have everything. We have your thing.
Blowing up on the next big thing. Ready? Go.
I do it big. With the Pizza Hut Big Dinner Box, however you want a dinner, we got you covered. Big time. I do it big. The Big Dinner Box. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings or pasta.
Oh, hello.
Let's check out FanDuel's live same-game parlay. All right. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app now and start making every moment more.
Top of the fourth inning on the Cadillac scoreboard. No score between the Yankees and the Tigers. Final game of this 4-game set. Torres grounds it hard right to third. McKinstry will throw out Torres for the first out. Let's go back to the last out of the third. It's not a spectacular play, but it's just another good, solid, smooth play at short from Anthony Volpe.
Yeah, he's got to go to his left, and he's deep at short, makes the throw on the run. Nice, strong through, and again, a great pick over there at first base by LeMahieu.
Seeing some really good infield defense, and just defense in general in this series from the Yankees. And Aaron Boone talked about it the other day. It's definitely true. Anthony Volpe is in the Gold Glove conversation at shortstop. Bobby Wick, Gunnar Henderson, the other obvious candidates. And you know what? Anthony Volpe is about to get his buddy up here, too. Austin Wells. Meredith, did Anthony give you a little scouting report on Austin?
He did. He said he has a ton of positive energy, really an infectious personality. He's going to fit in just fine up here. One of the questions, as we mentioned yesterday.
As Volpe rips this into the corner. Anthony Volpe doubled yesterday, doubles today. The strong finish for Volpe continues.
Ryan, one of the questions with Wells is, can he catch at this level? They do believe the bat is going to play, but he's going to have to learn this pitching staff quick here in the final month of the season. One thing Aaron Boone did say, both he and Jason Dominguez are going to get reps. They aren't bringing them up to not play them. When I asked Volpe if he had talked to Austin Wells, he said he called him after the game yesterday. He earned it. They're all very excited. He's looking forward to him joining the team in Houston. When I asked if Wells had any questions for Volpe, he said he needed to know what to wear. He was really worried about what he should be wearing on the plane when they're traveling.
Oh, Volpe gets thrown out. Picked off of second base. Was dancing a little. And Manning picks off Anthony Volpe.
Yeah, this is usually a timing play, and it's put on, and a lot of the times the catcher will drop his glove or do something, and he just spins around and catches Volpe sleeping out there, and he was dancing around like you mentioned, Ryan.
You know, when the Yankees do their autopsy on the 2023 season, you would have to imagine they're going to spend some time examining why they've made so many careless outs on the bases. It hasn't been one guy or another. It's been a team-wide thing all season long.
Yeah, and that's one of those plays you got to realize where the second baseman's playing. And when I say a timing play, usually when the pitcher turns his head is when the infielder will break to the bag. And as soon as you turn the head, you pick up the glove and you spin and turn. And that's what happened. And, you know, you really got – I know he was maybe thinking, okay, I'm going to try to time him a little bit and see what he's doing with his head as far as is he looking at me so he can try to steal third. You really got to be careful with some of the base running mistakes.
And actually, A.J. Hinch yesterday after the game when the Yankees stole 4 bases, he said, you know, a lot of that's on us. We have to be better with sort of examining and timing the jumps and some of the hops, referring to Volpe's hops that the Yankees have been getting. Well, they have a pickoff and a caught stealing thus far today, do the Tigers.
I've got home internet from T-Mobile. It only costs $50 at T-Mobile. Just one cord to set up. Say goodbye to that truck. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. They won't raise your rates at T-Mobile. You'll get a great deal every day.
Home internet from T-Mobile, just $50 a month.
Summer won't last forever, but with a great selection of vehicles during Toyota's national sales event, there is still time to capture new memories with friends and family before it all flies by.
Right now, get 3.99% APR financing on Camry, Corolla, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Ready? Go. I'm coming out with a bang. Blowing up on the next big day. Everybody want my shine. If you want a piece, better get in line. Ain't nobody do it like this. Go so right now, just don't quit.
We don't just have everything. We have your thing.
I'm the next big thing. Ready? Go.
KFC chicken nuggets? Chicken nuggets? KFC chicken nuggets! Chicken nuggets! KFC chicken nuggets!
Chicken nuggets?
It's dinner time. Get KFC original recipe chicken nuggets. 10 pieces for just $5.
It just means so much to me to be a New York City kid playing in the Bronx for the Yankees. And yeah, it's just really special for a lot of reasons. So there's just a lot of good moments, and I'm just really excited because regardless of the situation, no one can ever take the fact that I put that uniform on growing up in that city, which means a lot to me and a lot of people who support the Yankees for all these years. So I'm just very, very excited and thankful for the opportunity. And man, that was special. So I appreciate everything with you guys, and yeah, we'll just see where it takes us. So I just wanted to say that.
Well, really kind and thoughtful words there from Harrison Bader, who was claimed by the Reds earlier today and will be headed to Cincinnati. Seemed like he was maybe a little emotional there, Meredith?
You almost saw his eyes tearing up a little bit when I was talking to him, and he just continued to express what it meant for a kid from the area to actually wear pinstripes and get out there. And he had told me during the pregame show when I spoke to him, a moment he will never forget is when he put on the pinstripes for the first time after he came back from that injury and actually took the field at Yankee Stadium. He said he made up his mind that anything that happens after that is a cherry on top, and he's just enjoyed every moment. He has said he's tried to play with that in mind every time he's out there on the field. And when Garrett Cole was asked about him yesterday, he said he's a guy that gives 110% every time he is out there. You certainly root for a guy like that. And Bader went on to say, look, it's over for him and the Yankees this year, but he's hoping that there is a reunion in the future. And time will tell whether or not that's the case. Harrison Bader, a free agent after this season, but will be having the opportunity to potentially play in the postseason and contend this year.
Yeah, we're playing some meaningful games with the Reds down the stretch. And door left open by Bader to come back when he is a free agent. And for the Yankees, as we talked about, Jeff, it obviously makes sense at this moment in time because you're calling up Jason Dominguez. You're already playing Pereira every day, who also can play some center field. You want to get these young guys reps here, try and get some information on them, and also let them get some information on what it's like in the big leagues if they're going to be a part of things next season.
Yeah, it is. You know, even though it's a small sample size, I mean, you're talking a month of September, and it is a small sample size as far as how they can handle the big leagues. And, you know, not like it's like spring training, but, you know, you got to get them some reps like you mentioned.
Tomahawked into right field by Carpenter. Takes a big turn, hangs on as Bowers throws behind him. Second hit of the game for Detroit, and a one-out base runner.
Yeah, this is another cutter, and lefties, we talked about how they're hitting off of Schmidt, 303 left-handed hitters, and that's just, you have to get the cutter in. He did a really nice job against Green, getting that double play. The left-handed hitter, that one just stayed up and out over the plate. It's just you're not finishing that cutter off. You know, but Harrison Bader, great kid. You know, he was terrific attitude. You know, he felt bad on the times that he did get injured, but he's a really good center fielder. You know, he's going through a little slump there at the plate. You could see how happy he was when he got a hit yesterday. And when you grow up and you get to play for your childhood team that you rooted for, and all of a sudden then you find yourself getting traded, it is tough.
He had some huge moments in October, obviously, last year with them.
Yeah, he had a great postseason.
Great.
And who knows what's going to happen in the winter, but he's going to a team that's a game out of the wild card, that third wild card. They're, you know, even though they're, 6 games back, you said, from the Brewers in the Central Division, probably more likely a wild card contender than maybe a division contender, the Reds are.
Right. They're 1 game in back of that 3rd spot, as you said, and they're just 3 back of the 2 spots, so they're very much in the wild card mix.
Yeah, he's going to go play with one of the most exciting players in baseball, Ellie De La Cruz.
Yep.
And, you know, Meredith, you talked about Austin Wells, and a catcher coming up here, usually you do that in spring training when you're trying to get used to it, and it's the starters. It's not the relievers. The relievers, it doesn't matter who's catching, really. I mean, you basically have 2 pitches and you say, hey, move, and you want to know what's their out pitch. You know, make sure you move and get off the plate. If I get a head or whatever and go inside, just know my out pitch.
6th strikeout for Schmidt as Cabrera goes around.
And Jeff, Aaron Boone was asked about that, just how difficult it is for a young catcher trying to learn that so quickly on such a big stage. And he simply said he has the temperament for it. He believes he can do it. I have a lot of confidence in Austin Wells. And getting back to the story, Ryan, that I was telling you earlier, Austin Wells a little worried about what he was going to wear, what he needed to wear on the plane. And he said to Anthony Volpe, Anthony, you know my wardrobe. I don't have anything nice to wear. What am I supposed to wear? So don't worry about it, buddy. I think we're wearing tracksuits on the way home from Houston. So you have a little bit of time to prepare for that. Maybe Aaron Judge will go out and get him a suit like he did Anthony Volpe. You never know.
Well, now he's going to have to.
That, or maybe there's a Men's Warehouse or something nearby. Poor guys are probably panicking.
The only guy he probably won't catch, I would imagine, would be Cole.
I would think so.
And Aaron Boone talked about how pleased they were with the progress of Wells behind the plate this year, because people had wondered, oh, is he going to come up here and play some first and some outfield? And Aaron Boone said, no, that's not happening right now. Could it be a part of his future? He said maybe, because his bat is so attractive that you never shut off those possibilities. But they want him catching because they've seen really strong development behind the plate this season. Runner goes. Throw down from Higashioka. Skips in late. And a stolen base for Kerry Carpenter.
Well, with 2 outs, big jump by Carpenter, and this was an off-speed pitch, a little easier to steal off of. There you see the jump from Carpenter. Nice pick by Volpe, but once you get that hop that takes your glove up in the air, you really have no shot at tagging the runner.
Three and 2 now on Meadows.
Well, it's a nice idea, that fastball up and away. And I know you have 2 outs. You have 3-2. You don't really want to give in to Meadows here. You do have first base open and the right-hander on deck.
Strike 3. Got him looking. Delayed call, but it definitely caught the corner. 7th strikeout for Schmidt. We go to the 5th.
They'll be here in 5. We ready?
There's a...
Oh.
We'll just put books here, and that looks fine.
That's bad. There we go.
Ooh, that's no good.
I can just go.
Yeah. Can you do that the whole day?
That works. I can't
Not a
stop.
big deal.
I can't stop.
I don't have it.
Left. Perfect.
We should have used Bear.
Today, let's paint, spray, and stain with Bear, America's most trusted paint brand.
Was the fridge here before?
Yes.
Bear, exclusively at the Home Depot.
KFC's $20 fill-up box.
Alexa, play Kentucky Fried Chicken Night.
Make it a chicken night with KFC's $20 fill-up box.
Okay, who here has reached peak fall?
Peak what?
Peak fall!
I am wearing plaid.
And I'm wearing a cardigan.
I guess I am eating snickerdoodle cookie dough.
And I am eating a pumpkin pie blizzard.
The new DQ Fall Blizzard menu has reached peak fall. Pumpkin pie, snickerdoodle cookie dough, and more. They are back!
I just love fall. Apparently we all do.
Oh, they did it! Peak fall achieved! DQ, happy tastes good.
Hey, Thursday Night Football on Prime is back. Week 2, Kirk Cousins and the Vikings head to Philly to take on Jalen Hurts and the NFC champion Eagles. It's only on Thursday, and it's only on Prime. Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa leading off the 5th. No score, Yankees and Tigers. Final game of a 4-game set. Yankees have taken the first 3. Now the Yankees, Jeff, are going for just their 2nd ever sweep of more than 2 games at Comerica. The other was September 20th to 22nd of 2002. And this one's fascinating. The last time the Yankees had a 4-game sweep in Detroit, June of 1926.
Yeah, how about that?
Babe Ruth had a game-winning homer in the 11th inning of the first game of that 4-game series. Lou Gehrig went 9 for 17 in the series with 4 doubles. Grounded hard to third, gloved by McKinstry, and throws out Kiner-Falefa for the first out. They suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic caps, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. Gear up with your Yankees at MLBshop.com. First pitch swing, Bowers grounds out to first. 2 away.
Manning's done a really nice job out there for the Tigers. You know, a lot of off speed. You know, he'll mix in the fastball every once in a while, but that was a big curveball. And he got the ground ball out from Bowers and mixes in that slider.
Jeff, can I give you one more nugget on the 4-game sweep stuff?
Yes.
People may
please.
be wondering, well, how many 4-game series have they played in Detroit since 1926? Well, 66 of them. So no 4-game sweeps in those 66 attempts. But a chance for that today.
It's hard to sweep a 3-game series.
Yeah.
You don't see too many 4-game series anymore with all this scheduling that they do.
Well, that's why I wanted to make sure we got the 66 number out there, because it is a significant amount. This is the 8th 4-game series the Yankees have ever played at Comerica. Pereira 4 for 32 since getting called up. Count is full on Everson Pereira.
And did I hear that Justin Verlander's going tomorrow?
Yeah, you heard that right. Fun first test.
Yeah, how about that? Future Hall of Famer.
Pereira pops it up. Right side. Torkelson into foul ground. Makes the catch to end the inning. A 1-2-3 fifth. Matt Manning looking sharp today for the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the 5th. No score in Detroit.
Cashback is good, but double cash.
KFC's $20.
Discover matches all the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year, which is cashback at its best.
Make it a chicken night with KFC.
Fill a box.
Alexa, play Kentucky Fried Chicken Night.
Make it a chicken night with KFC's $20 fill-up box.
Okay, who here has reached peak fall?
Peak what?
Peak fall.
I am wearing plaid.
And I'm wearing a cardigan.
I guess I am eating snickerdoodle cookie dough.
And I am eating a pumpkin pie blizzard.
The new DQ Fall Blizzard menu has reached peak fall. Pumpkin pie, snickerdoodle cookie dough, and more.
It feels so good.
Let's see.
I just love fall.
Apparently we all do.
Oh, they did it! Peak fall achieved. DQ, happy tastes good.
The Yankees return to prime tomorrow to take on the Astros. Watch as the Bronx Bombers go head-to-head with Yordan Alvarez and the Astros. Don't miss a minute of the Yankees. Coverage begins at 7:30 only on Prime. Zach Short, who plays short, leading off the fifth, and that just misses 2-0. Take a look at the pitching probables. Rodon and Verlander, Sevy and Hunter Brown, Michael King and Christian Javier. Prime, yes, and then ESPN. Post-game coverage on yes following Friday and Sunday. That is a towering fly ball deep down the left field line. That is gone. Zach Short goes yard and provides the game's first run. It's 1-0 Detroit.
Well, unfortunately, that one didn't come up short. Well, he got behind 2-0, and the fastball was supposed to be away, and you see where Higgy wound up trying to catch that ball, and it leaked on the inside and about belt high. And it just kept going down that left field line.
So Zach Short, who is from Kingston, New York, and was born the day of Derek Jeter's Major League debut, goes yard here in the fifth to give the Tigers the lead.
Well, 2-0 fastball, and you wanted that fastball down and away to try to get back into the count. And it was a sinker, and it just took off out over the middle of the plate. And about belt high. He crushed it down the left field line.
Kyle Higashioka wanted to come chat with Clark Schmidt. 75 pitches thus far for Clark. He has not gotten any run support yet today, but he is used to that. He has 7 starts this season without a single run of support, and that is 6th most in the majors. He has 15 starts of 2 runs of support or fewer, which is tied for 7th most.
Well, it's tough for a young pitcher, you know, to go through that, you know, to hold the other team down. I mean, heck, you would always love early runs to try to settle yourself down. 2 good sliders there to get back into the count.
Just missed with that one. 3-2. That's foul.
This is the 4th full count so far. You see the 79 pitches.
And ball 4. So Kelly works the walk. 3rd walk issued by Schmidt. Now we'll turn things over to the top of the order and McKinstry.
Yeah, this is where you really have to bear down if you're Clark Schmidt. He's facing the lineup now for the 3rd time. Average against on that 3rd time, 314.
The Gets in the zone a little bit here, 1-0.
That's the one thing with that rhythm that he has, that little step. Even though that helps him get into that windup, you still can't be quick with that. You know, when pitches outside, he's getting a little quick. That was a little bit better because the ball was up and it was a strike.
One and two.
This is where, you know, when you look at the third time around the lineup, and I mentioned how that changeup could be a good pitch for him, something especially for the lefties down and away. You know, to be able to show them something different than anything coming in.
Saw those numbers that Jeff was talking about. The difference after pitch 75.
Because the left-handed hitter, you're seeing the curveball in, the cutter in, the slider in, very few sinkers down and away.
Grounded to second, could be two. Torres bobbles it and then nearly throws it away. LeMahieu able to keep his foot on the bag. Torres was turning before he had fielded it and bobbled it, prevented the double play.
Yeah, he wanted to hurry because McKinstry runs well, and he tried to pop his glove. And when he closed his glove, the ball popped up, and his only play was to first. It's a ground ball, and it probably should be a double play, even though McKinstry does run well.
If nothing else, you obviously would have been getting the lead runner, but instead, Torres just gets the out at first. And Carson Kelly at second now with one out. And Middleton has been very impressive, warming for the Yankees. Riley Green had been 0 for 11 in this series before his single in the first.
And here's a perfect example with a lefty the third time around the lineup. And he gave up the base hit, and then the next at bat cut her in. So you've already made Green aware of the pitch in. Not saying you can't get him out there, but you like to set up that pitch. You know, something away, get him looking away, then you can come back in. Hitters know what you got him out on, and they're going to go up there and they're going to try to take that pitch away from you that next at bat.
Broken bat, hit in the air to right field, will plop down for a base hit. Kelly will come around to score. It's an RBI single for Riley Green, and the Tigers take a 2-0 lead.
Well, even though it wasn't hit hard, it's the exact same thing that we were just talking about. You got him in with the ground ball double play, and you see where that pitch was. It wasn't in enough. You know, even though it wasn't hit hard, it just wasn't in enough, and it was up, and he got enough of the bat on the ball to hit it into right field for a base hit, and it's going to score that run. This would be a violation.
I think on the batter.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's 0-1.
But that's that thing when that average starts creeping up into 300 range that third time around, that's when you have to realize, okay, I already got him out with a cutter away. I mean, cutter inside. I have to watch that pitch because you know he's going to be looking for it, and that's what he hit. Because you know hitters are going to make adjustments. You have to do the same thing as a pitcher.
Oh, 0-2 on Ibanez. Line on one hop. Torres knocks it down. Flips to second. Not in time. Everybody's safe.
Well, it looked like Torres was blocked out, but this is where Volpe's got to get on second base. I mean, he's way off of second. Let me see. I mean, he wasn't even close to getting on the bag. You know, watch. Looked like Torres was blocked because of a low liner that just got over the head of Schmidt. But that's a play. You look at Volpe, just maybe standing around instead of getting to the bag.
And looks like that is going to be it, or no? No. Middleton had started running in, and Aaron Boone said, no, 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 get back there. So Aaron Boone was just going to have a little meeting with Clark Schmidt, and Keenan Middleton thought he was coming in.
Yeah, you wonder what Aaron Boone went out and talked to him about. Maybe getting him a little confidence to say, hey, let's get out of this inning. You got one out, see if you can roll a double play here.
Could have had a double play on the McKinstry ball. Could have there as well. And here was Boone saying, no, no. Sending Middleton back.
Yeah, he never pointed out to the bullpen.
No. And
or told an umpire.
Middleton had come through the doors and come onto the field. Popped up. Near the plate. And LeMahieu calls off Higashioka. Had to avoid the bat there for the second out. So big out there from Clark Schmidt.
Well, watch this. Higgy had to dodge Torkelson and then watch the bat.
Oh, he
steps right on the handle.
Yeah. Oof. So LeMahieu avoids injury there. So Aaron Boone to Keenan Middleton in Detroit was like the reverse of Mike Mussina to Joe Torre in Detroit. Remember that famous shot?
Oh, that's right. Yes, when he told him to get back into the dugout.
That's right. Happened in Detroit as well. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Green being waved home. He will score. Ibanez goes to third. It's an RBI single for Kerry Carpenter, and it is a 3-0 Tigers lead. And now Middleton will be called upon. Schmidt had been pretty good through the first 4 innings, but ran into quite a bit of trouble here in the 5th. Not exactly helped by his defense either. And now Middleton won't have to retreat. Yeah, it's your time.
So 2 mound appearances, you're going to be out of the game. Now he knows he's going to be in, exactly.
So 3 runs in the 5th. The most recent one off the bat of Kerry Carpenter, one of the major's hottest hitters in August. His second hit of the game, and Schmidt knows, yeah, that's probably going to end the day.
When you drive a Ram, summer is more than a season. It's an opportunity to get more in before the sun goes down. Make this the summer you drive America's best light-duty pickup.
KFC chicken nuggets? Chicken nuggets? KFC chicken nuggets! Chicken nuggets! KFC chicken nuggets!
Chicken nuggets? It's dinner time. Get KFC original recipe chicken nuggets. 10 pieces for just $5.
If what's coming between you and a new grill are the words, some assembly required, come to Ace, because Ace offers free assembly and delivery on your new grill. So get a Traeger wood pellet grill, a Weber gas grill, or a Big Green Egg charcoal grill. You won't find these premium brands and service at a warehouse store, only at your local Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed. And get free assembly and delivery on your new grill.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Deliver yourself. The Audi Q5.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by your local Honda dealers. By the New York Lottery. Get out there and play. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 or over. And by Northwell, raising hell for more people in New York than anyone. Beautiful shot of downtown Detroit. 3 runs in here in the 5th. Clark Schmidt's day is done. Cabrera chops it to 3rd. Oswaldo Cabrera will get the Yankees out of it. 1 pitch from Keenan Middleton. Now he's got to go wait a little longer. We go to the 6th.
I've got home internet from T-Mobile. It only costs $50 at T-Mobile. They won't raise your rates at T-Mobile. You'll get a great deal every day.
As parents, we pay Outback for school. So here's a novel idea. Just spend less on your kids. Amazon has great deals on everything kids need. Instead of spending more, he spent less.
Why would a person spend more money?
He's 8 and he gets it.
I'm 10.
That's less impressive. Spending less costs less, financially.
I spend less on my grandkids.
And they don't even know it. So spend less on your kids with Amazon's back-to-school deals.
It's fiscally advantageous.
I don't even know what that means.
At CDW, we get if your network power goes down, your business goes with it.
Thanks for calling. We are unexpectedly closed today.
CDW experts can keep you up and running with an APC SmartUps lithium-ion UPS from Schneider Electric. It offers cloud-enabled remote monitoring and 3 times the battery life, so you can get the performance and certainty you need to stay open for business. For resiliency at the edge, trust Schneider Electric and IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
Chris Sheeran back here in our Yes Network studios with this Audi update. It focuses in on the Diamondbacks and Dodgers from last night. Freddie Freeman, watch him get the hands in and launch that. He becomes the 3rd player in MLB history to have 25 homers and 50 doubles before September. Dodgers win 7-0. Big series tonight as they take on the Braves. Ryan?
Hi, Chris. Thanks a lot. The Braves, as we go around, leaders 250 homers, a franchise record. Dodgers 24-4 in August, most wins in a month since moving to L.A. And the Astros have been absolutely pounding the baseball during their winning streak, averaging more than 10 runs per game during it.
Yeah, they just got Michael Brantley back. Got a couple hits yesterday. Adds to the firepower in that lineup. They got a good lineup.
The Yankees are about to go see him. Cabrera. Getting just his 6th start in 26 games since being called back up, but his 3rd start in the last 5 games. Cabrera, another guy who the Yankees want to give a little more playing time to down the stretch here as they turn toward youth. The 2-2. And the count is full on Cabrera. 8-9-1 for the Yankees this inning. And Oswaldo Cabrera down 0-2, comes back to work a walk.
Well, you have a 3-0 lead and saw 2 fastballs. You were 0-2 and you come back and you throw a curveball and slider, and you throw a 3-2 slider, and you're up 3-0.
So you don't love the pitch selection there, Jeff?
No, I don't. Let him hit it.
Now inside on Higgy, and a trip to the mound from Kelly.
And that slider is just not, it's not finishing. That slider's getting underneath it.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Ryan Rucco, Jeff Nelson, Meredith Morakovitz, our entire Yes Network crew appreciate you hanging out with us on this Thursday afternoon. Yankees going for a 4-game sweep of the Tigers. Would be their first in Detroit since 1926. Higashioka flies that into shallow center. Meadows, 1 down. Let's check out Bounty Quick Stats on DJ LeMahieu. A .293 batting average, of .480 slugging since the All-Star break. He had a .220 batting average and a .357 slug before the All-Star break.
Well, he's getting back to the way everybody knows that he can get to. He's a great hitter. You know, you go through a lengthy slump, you probably start questioning yourself again. But Sean Casey came over, and you mentioned a bunch of times in these last few games, he credits him for getting him back and then, you know, saying the right things that he can resonate with.
LeMahieu homered yesterday, 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout today. Oh, 2 here on LeMahieu. Now, the Yankees have hit a lot of home runs in this series, Jeff, but they have all been solo shots thus far.
All solo. It'd be nice to get one right here. A little 2-run homer. Well, it gets him 0-2 again. You know, a lot of times breaking ball. You wonder if he's going to try to sneak a fastball by him right here.
He did. LeMahieu able to spoil it into the seats down the right field line. Judge and Torres hit solo homers in the series opener. In the second game of the series, Higgy, Volpe, and Glaber all had solo home runs. You see the 20 homers in the last 8 games. And then last night, LeMahieu, Torres, and Stanton solo home runs. Massive gap in left center field. Meadows is playing way over in right center. That's a fair ball. LeMahieu tagged out, and so is Cabrera. A double play to end the inning. A nice, spry attack from Carson Kelly. LeMahieu still thinks it was foul, but he is tagged out, and then Cabrera was as well. LeMahieu still trying to get an explanation as to why that wasn't a foul ball. And Aaron Boone will come out and chat with Jacob Metz also.
Yeah, I think he just wants to know where that ball was. It still behind the plate. If he catches it behind the plate, it's foul. And Metz is saying he caught it in front of the plate. Let's see. There's a perfect angle right here. There's where it hits. I don't think that ball's in front of the plate. I think that's a foul ball.
It is ruled a double play, though.
As parents, we pay out the for school. So here's a novel idea. Just spend less on your kids. Amazon has great deals on everything kids need. Instead of spending more, he spent less.
Why would a person spend more money?
He's 8 and he gets it.
I'm 10.
That's less impressive. Spending less costs less financially.
I spend less on my grandkids.
And they don't even know it. So spend less on your kids with Amazon's back-to-school deals.
It's fiscally advantageous.
I don't even know what that means.
Technology lets autonomous vacuums work continuously around the house. But when your team has to work seamlessly around the world, you need more than technology. You need CDW, who can help transform your organization with built-for-performance Lenovo ThinkPads, pre-configured for management flexibility and equipped with the Intel Evo platform. Responsive collaboration tools give your team effortless connectivity to stay focused wherever they work.
Fetch.
Lenovo makes seamless productivity possible. CDW makes it powerful.
Morning.
Who's this?
He appears whenever you eat Honey Nut Cheerios.
You like a genie?
Sort of. I can grant you a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios, which can help lower cholesterol.
Oh, I wish Debbie hadn't joined the mall walking club.
I don't think the bee can help you with that.
Down to the final whistle. Because before you know it, parking lots will just be for parking again.
All customers get a no-sweat bet on any college football game this week. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Keenan Middleton starts off Parker Meadows with a strike. Now 0-2 as Meadows fouls it back. Controversial double play to end the top of the 6th. On a tapper behind the plate that looked like it was a foul ball. DJ LeMahieu was then tagged out, though. LeMahieu sticks with a high hop, tosses to Middleton for the first out. And then Cabrera. Now, once LeMahieu's tagged, it's no longer a force at second. But Cabrera, for some reason, slowed down and was tagged out by Ibanez.
Yeah, you wonder. You can't assume that anything's foul if you're a runner. And also, you have to slide into second. As a base runner, you don't assume anything. You wait for somebody to raise their hand, whether it's a second base umpire, Amare. And you should be sliding.
Foley warming in the Tigers' pen.
Tell you what, Middleton's been great since he's been a Yankee.
Yeah.
0.75 ERA, 12 innings, only given up 1 run.
The Yankees have had a lot of success plucking relievers. Smashed right to third. Cabrera sticks with the hop. And there are 2 down. Hey, check out and follow Yes Network on TikTok for more content. Here's Carson Kelly. Kelly walked, came around to score in the 5th. Tigers scored 3 runs in the 5th off of Clark Schmidt. Schmidt had been really effective through the first 4 innings. It allowed a couple of walks, 2 singles. That was it. Had 7 strikeouts. And then the 5th, a homer from Zach Short, then a walk from Kelly, a botched double play ball from Glaber that resulted in just 1 out. And then 3 of the next 4 batters singled, and it was suddenly 3-0.
And everybody's going to point to that third time around the lineup, and it's just making adjustments. Hitters know what you got them out on, and they're going to look for that pitch, especially the third time around. And as a pitcher, you've got to realize that and mix it up a little bit better.
2-2.
Middleton has a really good fastball, but he loves that changeup. That's his bread and butter pitch, especially trying to get a strikeout or a swing and miss.
Missed with a changeup there. Ball 4. Kelly works his second straight walk and a 2-out base runner for Detroit. Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam and look at the day of Clark Schmidt.
A really good backdoor breaking ball there, and then that homer, that fastball. It was a 2-0 fastball to short. And Carpenter gets a first pitch fastball for an RBI. Base hit. Makes it 3-0 Tigers.
That was after Aaron Boone had told Keenan Middleton, no, go back. One on McKinstry. One and two. He got him. Middleton strikes out McKinstry and ends the 6th. We go to the 7-3-0 Detroit.
I've got home internet from T-Mobile. It only costs $50 at T-Mobile. They won't raise your rates at T-Mobile. You'll get a great deal every day. Uber One can save you on rides and eats. Yeah, it's kinda sweet. You save on rides to the west side. That's catchy as fudge. Uber One can save you. Message développé dans le Montréal. Baissing every 20 minutes to keep it from drying out. And voila. This is gonna taste all right.
Introducing the all-new 2024 Chevy Trax. Helps you stay connected, safe, and charged. The all-new Chevy Trax, starting at $21,495. The possibilities are endless.
Welcome back. It's time for today's injury report, brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. The Yankees head to Houston next. They may not have to deal with Kendall Graveman coming out of the bullpen. He left yesterday's game with some lower back discomfort. He's listed as day-to-day. He was acquired from the Sox on July 28th. He has a 2.4 ERA in 14 appearances with the Astros since. Should be a tough series as far as pitching is concerned for the Yankees, guys. As we already noted, Justin Verlander going in game 1 of that series.
That's going to be an interesting test for Austin Wells and Jason Dominguez.
Go get him. Good luck.
Yeah. Jason Foley and his mustache back out there for Detroit. Saw him earlier in the series, see him today. Gleyber Torres will lead things off for the Yankees in the 7th. Torres, Volpe, and Stanton. Let's take a look at the league leaders, brought to you by Citizens Made Ready. OPS leaders in August. Torres 5th in the American League. Carpenter, who has a couple of hits today, is 3rd.
Well, Foley's got a good fastball, and he throws it a lot, almost 70% of the time, 97 and 98. Has a slider and a change.
Tommy Kahnle warming in the Yankee pen. Have not seen him yet in this series. Tapped weakly over the mound. Going to be a tough play. Short, bare hands, fires in time. Nicely done by Zach Short for the first out.
You know, that was a heck of a play by Short. You watch this bare hand. He keeps his eyes on it. That's the only way you're going to get Torres, is to bare hand that ball. Nice play. Got him by a step. You see right off the front of the plate, dirt area. Great play.
Here's Anthony Volpe. Doubled his last time up, then was picked off second. Stats with Lowe's. Last 66 games, a 789 OPS for Anthony Volpe. Which, in case you're looking at the number and saying, okay, where is that contextually? Well, the major league average OPS is 734. The average OPS for a major league shortstop is 716. So 789, really good.
Yeah, usually anything over 750 is pretty good OPS.
And this is after the first 67 games where Volpe's OPS was 605. So big time growth throughout this season for Anthony Volpe. One home run away from becoming just the 15th player in baseball history to have at least 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in his rookie season. Three and two now on Volpe. Volpe drives that in the air to left center. Meadows over to get it for the second out. Let's check out the Genesis Hitters Scouting Report on Giancarlo Stanton.
Well, the last six he's been hitting well. 333, the 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, 20 plus. Well, that's 12, the 12th most in baseball. He's the since 2010, and 2 away from the big 400 mark. Like you mentioned earlier, Ryan, 398.
Man, 12 20 home run seasons in his first 14 big league seasons.
Yeah, that's top since 2010.
Broken bat flare. That is going to dunk foul. He's losing a lot of lumber in this series.
Yeah, I think that's what, the 3rd or 4th bat he's lost? I think yesterday he lost 2 of them in the same bat, same at bat.
The 0-2. Stanton grounds it to short. Zach Short Ends the inning. A 1-2-3 7th from Foley, with the Tigers leading 3-0.
And it goes a little something like this. Uber One can save you on rides and eats. Yeah, it's kinda sweet. You save on rides to the west side.
Cut. I like that, but I need a little bit more feeling.
Uber One can save you.
I love that.
La 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 la.
As catchy as fudge.
La 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 la.
I walk along the city streets you used to walk along with me. And every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me? Always something there to remind me.
Morning.
Who's this?
He appears whenever you eat Honey Nut Cheerios.
Like a genie?
Sort of. I can grant you a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios, which can help lower cholesterol.
Oh, I wish Debbie hadn't joined the mall walking club.
I don't think the bee can help you with that.
Chris Shear and John Flaherty back here in our Yes Network studios with this Ford update flash. What went wrong with Clark Schmidt today?
Well, Clark Schmidt definitely took a step backwards in this one, and Nelly's been talking about pitch selection third time through the order. I totally agree with him. But you can also look back to that first inning where he was ahead in counts and couldn't put hitters away. Ended up throwing 25 pitches in the first. I think the pitch count also caught up to him third time through the lineup.
All right, Flash and I will see you for the post-game show, but for now we send it back to Ryan, Nelly, and Meredith.
All right, fellas, we look forward to that. Taking a look at the game summary, 0-0 for the Yankees, 3-6-0 for the Tigers. You see those numbers from Schmidt, what John was talking about. Matt Manning, really good start from Detroit. 6 innings of 2-hit shutout ball. Anthony Volpe has one of the Yankees' 2 hits, a double. Hey, fans, up your fan engagement and earn real rewards with the new Yes Rewards loyalty program on the Yes app. Earn points by playing the new game Yes Guest, streaming live games and more. Then redeem for prizes and gift cards. Get in the game with Yes Rewards on the Yes app. Tommy Kahnle into the game for the Yankees. After a terrific start to the season, Kahnle's had his ups and downs of late.
Yeah, Kahnle's got a real, I mean, his best pitch is his changeup, but he's got a good fastball, 94, 95. And I think when he starts struggling, he gets away from that fastball. And I think he gets away from knowing that, hey, I do have a good fastball and I can get this, and it plays. You know, I know he loves the changeup, and he'll throw 5, 6, 7 times in a row. And when he's been struggling is when that changeup is up in the zone. And there's that fastball at 96.
And in there for strike 1 and 2 on Riley Green. Kahnle did, you see Holton throwing, he did not allow a run his first 16 appearances this season, but a 5.74 ERA since. Popped to the left side. Cabrera just in fair territory. Makes the catch. Green is retired for the first out of the bottom of the 7th. Banez takes a strike. There you go, going back to the fastball, Jeff.
Yeah, you know, you just don't want to get too predictable. I mean, everybody's going to go up there looking for his changeup, and it's, you know, it's pretty similar to a guy throwing a knuckleball. You know, the game plan, hey, if it's high, let it fly. If it's low, let it go. And he does. Kahnle has a great changeup. And when it's low, it's out of the zone. You know, when it's high, then you can, that's when you see the swings. And an elevated changeup, it really doesn't do much. And that's where he struggled because of the elevated changeup. And he kind of gets away from his fastball, and he's got a good one. 2 fastballs so far, 96 miles an hour.
Throw another one there, foul back. That is laced into left center field. That's going to get down, cut off by Pereira. Heading to second is Ibanez, and he's in there with a 1-out double.
That was a changeup. You know, you don't see Kahnle. The one thing, when I said predictable, you don't see a whole lot of fastballs back to back. You know, he'll go with that fastball, and the next thing you know, he goes right back to that changeup. And you see how that was elevated. It was a good sink down in the middle of the plate. It started on the outside part. And Ibanez got enough on it that he was able to get into that left center field gap.
Want to know on Torkelson. Torkelson drives that in the air to left, but in the yard. Pereira there. 2 down. And here's Kerry Carpenter, who has 2 hits already this afternoon as he finishes off the month of August. The way he's been this entire month, effective at the plate.
Well, you wonder if Matt Blake goes out and talks to him and says, listen, you know, you want to keep it at 3-0. You know, you do have first base open. You know, here's a hot hitter. How are we going to attack him? And don't get into a pattern. Don't, you know, show the fastball, and then everybody knows you're coming right back with that changeup. You know, double up on the fastball every once in a while. Mix it up.
And you have Miguel Cabrera, who's struggled behind Carpenter. Obviously, he's also Miguel Cabrera. Carpenter didn't light up Double-A in 2021. Wasn't thought of as a big prospect, but worked with private hitter coach Richard Shank, who Aaron Judge works with as well, in the offseason following 2021, and then broke out last season, earned the call-up last August, and has had success here in the big leagues this season.
And I think that was Aaron Boone that went out there instead of Matt Blake. It's twice Boone's gone out there. Maybe Boone's saying the same thing. He's saying, listen, let's not get into a pattern. You're right. You're very predictable.
Twice today, Jeff. You're right. Grounded, weakly to second. Torres on the backhand ends the inning. Kahnle gets through the 7th. We go to the 8th, and the Tigers lead at 3-0.
Your milkshakes cost way less than before. Join Uber One and save way more.
Okay, that's a cut. Got it. Print it. Ship it. Now let's get to the cereal.
Ready and playback. Your cornflakes cost way less than before. This membership is better than yours.
Cut. Let's try the Wagyu.
Wait, there's more?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more.
All of that rhymes with milkshake?
I mean, more or less.
Your grilled steaks cost way less than before. Join Uber One and save way more.
dosage de bulles dans le brouillard. Baissine every 20 minutes to keep it from drying out. And voila.
This is gonna taste all right.
I'm Patriotic Kenny.
And hi, I'm Amanda on TikTok.
My scooter broke down. I went into a depression.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty sad.
And I posted it to show that Kenny's not always happy. Within 24 hours, people had donated over $5,000.
Oh, you're kidding.
We set up the Patriotic Kenny Foundation to give mobility scooters to veterans.
It has changed my life tremendously.
None of this would have happened without TikTok.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
The Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center and by Grand Palladium Jamaica Resort and Spa. Visit PalladiumHotelGroup.com today. Hey, next Saturday, Derek Jeter is back in pinstripes for his debut at Old Timers Day, and you can see it all right here on Yes. Watch as the Yankees celebrate the 25th anniversary of the 1998 championship team, with many of the members of that team participating in the ceremonies on the field. Coverage begins Saturday, September 9th at 11:30 a.m. on Yes and the Yes app. And then stay tuned, Yankees Brewers begins at 2 after that. Tyler Horton, the new Tigers pitcher. Now, we just saw the Tiger statue, Jeff, and we have wondered about its weight.
Did you get it?
Yeah. Found out. Got the answer. It does not seem like it's hollow. They weigh 10,000 pounds apiece, are 33 feet long, and 12 feet to the shoulder.
Well, in the sun, they look a little raggedy.
Yeah, you know what? A little worn in the sun, right?
Maybe need some more helicopters to bring those things down instead of clean them, paint them.
Good idea. Oswald Peraza on deck right now, getting ready to pinch hit for Jake Bauers. Yankees trailing 3-0.
The Yankees saw Holton yesterday, 91-92 on the fastball. Slider, cutter. Throws that cutter to righties. Curveball and a change.
Connor Falefa chases and is down on strikes. Let's take a look at the Audi Electric Moment. Experience a fully electric Audi vehicle at your local Tri-State Audi dealer today. Jake Bauers, who's about to be pinch hit for earlier in the game. Yeah, flashing a little leather. Sliding, catching right. Battle in the sun and coming up with the grab to Rob Andy Ibanez in the first. And now Oswald Peraza will pinch hit for Bauers. Oh, 0-1 on Peraza, who has not yet found his offensive stroke since getting recalled. Albert Abreu up in the Yankee pen. Getting some wisdom from Mike Harkey. Holton is having a superb season. Was a waiver wire claim from Arizona in February. And has been pitching in a multi-inning relief ace role. In the top 10 in ERA, opponent on base percentage, opponent slugging among American League pitchers who've thrown at least 40 innings.
Looks like he mixes it up well. Throw that change up. He just threw that fastball. I imagine this pitch might be something down and away or a cutter in.
Popped up. And in shallow center, Meadows makes the catch. 2 down.
Meadows, watching him over these last 4 games, he's a pretty good center fielder. He covers a lot of ground out there.
Catch Meadows made yesterday was unbelievable. Pereira waves and misses 1-1.
Yeah, he had to go a long way for that one.
One and 2 now on Pereira, who is 0 for 2 today and 4 for 33 since getting the call up. Two and 2.
And with Peraza, Pereira, you're going to see the same thing with Dominguez and Wells. You know, a lot of pitchers are going to start them out with soft stuff, a lot of breaking pitches. You know, they get up here hitting the fastball, but once you get up here, you're going to see a lot of that. And Pereira and Peraza have seen a lot of all-speed.
Pereira swings and misses. We go to the bottom of the 8th, a 1-2-3 top.
Your milkshakes cost way less than before. Join Uber One and save way more.
Okay, that's a cut.
Your cornflakes cost way less than before this membership.
Cut.
Your grilled steaks cost way less than before. Wait, all of that rhymes with milkshake?
More or less.
I walk along the city streets you used to walk along with me. And every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me? Always something there to remind me.
They'll be here in 5. We ready?
There's a... We'll just put books here, and that looks fine.
That's bad.
There we go.
Ooh, that's no good.
I can just go.
Yeah. Can you do that the whole day?
That works. I can't
Not
stop.
a big deal.
I can't stop.
I don't have it. I don't have
Left. Left. Perfect.
We should have used Bear.
Today, let's paint, spray, and stain with Bear, America's most trusted paint brand.
Was the fridge here before?
Yes.
Bear, exclusively at the Home Depot.
I'm Patriotic Kenny.
And hi, I'm Amanda on TikTok.
My scooter broke down. I went into a depression.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty sad.
And I posted it to show that Kenny's not always happy. Within 24 hours, people had donated over $5,000.
You're kidding.
We set up the Patriotic Kenny Foundation to give mobility scooters to veterans.
It has changed my life tremendously.
None of this would have happened without TikTok.
Take a look at the upcoming schedule next 2 weeks. The Yankees are in Houston Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then they get an off day. And hey, they're going to see the Tigers again at the stadium Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then they welcome in the Brewers with Old Timers Day on Saturday. Ceremony beginning at noon. Our coverage beginning at 11:30. Albert Abreu on to pitch the bottom of the 8th. Oswald Peraza takes over at third base, and Cabrera goes out to right field. Here is Miguel Cabrera, 0 for 3 today. 510 home runs in his career, 3,152 hits.
Got a ball out in right field. Well, the Tigers are going to see Cole and Schmidt again, so they're going to. Clark Schmidt's going to be able to see this team again at home.
Line foul. Take a look at some of the rankings in Major League history for Cabrera. 26th in home runs, 11th in RBI, tied for 18th in hits, 14th in doubles. Drives that in the air to right field and deep. Cabrera back, makes the catch on his idol for the first out of the bottom of the 8th. Meredith told the story the other day as Waldo said he was almost crying just being on the same field as Miguel Cabrera earlier in the series. Then got a chance to meet him.
Well, he's an incredible player. I mean, that's pretty special then. That's something.
And I asked Oswaldo Cabrera what it was like, and he just lit up, smiled from ear to ear. I said, what advice did he give you? And he said, when Miguel Cabrera steps to the plate, he told us he is never trying to hit home runs. He doesn't necessarily consider himself a home run hitter, which is kind of silly considering how many he has.
Over 500.
But at the same time, he said he goes up to the plate, he tries to shoot it to right field, right center. That's his approach every time. It's never trying to hit a home run. And Oswaldo Cabrera said that's something that stuck with him. Just be who you are out there and don't worry about hitting home runs. Try to target right center field, middle of the field, and good things will happen.
Parker Meadows has some good things happening going the other way there as he keeps that fair. Ground rule double for Parker Meadows.
Yeah, Meadows gets a fastball sinker away. Doesn't try to pull it, goes down the left field line. You see it hop into the seats.
Here's Zach Short. Runner goes, and the base is stolen. Parker Meadows steals it easily and gets to third with one out.
So he just, as soon as Abreu turns his head, he takes off. You know, a lot of times you see the infield in now for the Yankees. They're going to bring it in, try to cut that run off. And a lot of base runners they'll if you're not paying attention to them, especially with the head turn, with a runner on second, you get into a pattern when you look, and as soon as you turn, you don't do the double look. You don't look. You have to mix it up as well, and then runners are going to notice that, oh, well, all he's doing is looking at me once, and as soon as he turns his head, I'm going, and that's exactly what Meadows did.
Infield in. That scoots away from Higashioka. 3-1.
That's a great block there by Higgy, keeping that ball in front of him. You see this. It's a slider, so what it does is it bounces. See that bounce? Once it goes and hits the dirt, it bounces the other way to the right.
Did he go? He did, and it's full on Zach Short. Short got the scoring started. We have a solo homer in the 5th off of Clark Schmidt. Tigers scored 3 runs in that 5th. Short works a walk here. And now 1st and 3rd for Carson Kelly.
Go out and talk to Abreu. Kind of hoping to see if you can get a ground ball double play out of this, but at the same time, you're going to have to keep Short close at first. And he only has 3 stolen bases, but you have to pay attention to him over there to be able to keep that double play in order. have the corners in. LeMahieu holding on short at first. Peraza at third is in. Middle infielders are back for the double play.
Joe bunt pulled back. 1-0.
And Short broke over there at first. He wasn't stealing. He was just seeing what kind of jump he could get. And a lot of times with first and third, when you have a fast runner, Meadows runs well for a big guy. You have to decide, are you going to throw through? A lot of times teams don't throw through with first and third, especially with a fast runner on third.
Shows bunt again and takes a ball.
And if he's squaring the bunt, you're going to have the third baseman Peraza and LeMahieu. You got to crash because the play is going to be at the plate. But you also have to hope that Torres gets over to first just in case Meadows does not decide to run at third.
Looking ahead to the ninth, the Yankees will have 8-9-1. Cabrera, Higgy, and then LeMahieu. And it's 3-0 on the number 9 hitter, Carson Kelly, who has already walked twice in this game. Ball 4. Third walk for Kelly, and the bases are now loaded after Abreu walks 8 and 9 back to back.
Yeah, and that pitch wasn't even close. Now the infield will come in. See if they can get that force out at home. There you see the infield of the Yankees.
There's a strike, going 1.
Torres more in the dirt because of the left-handed McKinstry. There you see Torres in the dirt. You see Volpe about a step in the dirt off the grass.
One and one on McKinstry. Big swing and a miss, 1-2. McKinstry 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a walk.
Well, this is the pitch right here. You want to make something happen. You don't want to go 3-2. You want to make him make contact with this pitch, whether it's a fastball away or that breaking ball down and in again to see if he can get a swing and miss.
And it is full. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with a high sinker for this second out.
Well, good fastball upstairs. He's got a good one. You know, if he just uses it a little bit more. It was 99 at the top of the zone.
So a big strikeout there from Abreu. And now has to deal with Riley Green, who's broken out of it a bit after starting the series 0 for 11. Has 2 hits today. Base is still loaded, and there's strike 1 to Green. Double barrel action in the Tigers' pen. Lang and Brisky. 0-2 now on Green.
can go upstairs. That strikeout you got on McKinstry, you can do the same with Green.
Tried to go up there, and Green able to spoil it. Just wasn't quite high enough.
Yeah, 97. You know, didn't get a great swing on it. You saw a little movement. That four-seamer does have some movement on it.
The 0-2. Is down with a slider, 1-2. Three 0 Tigers lead it, looking to add more in the 8th. Bases loaded, 2 out. And now 2-2 on Riley Green. 27 pitches thus far for Albert Abreu.
Green's done a nice job of taking those 2 sliders down in the zone. He's probably looking for that fastball. You might be able to get him if you go high.
Swing and a miss. Went with a slider down, and Green chased, and Abreu works out of it. We go to the 9th. Yankees will send up 8, 9, and 1, trailing 3-0.
Your milkshakes cost way less than before. Join Uber One and save way more.
Okay, that's a cut.
Your cornflakes cost way less than before. This membership.
Cut.
Your grilled steaks cost way less than before. Wait, all of that rhymes with milkshake?
More or less.
As parents, we pay out the for school. So here's a novel idea. Just spend less on your kids. Amazon has great deals on everything kids need. Instead of spending more, he spent less.
Why would a person spend more money?
He's 8 and he gets it.
I'm 10.
That's less impressive. Spending less costs less, financially.
I spend less on my grandkids.
And they don't even know it. So spend less on your kids with Amazon's back-to-school deals.
It's fiscally advantageous.
I don't even know what that means.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
They'll be here in 5. We ready?
There's a...
Oh.
We'll just put books here, and that looks fine.
That's bad.
There we go.
Ooh, that's no good.
I could just go.
Yeah. Can you do that the whole day?
That works.
I can't stop. Not a big deal.
I can't stop.
I don't have it.
Left. Left. Perfect.
We should have used Bear.
Yeah.
Today, let's paint, spray, and stain with Behr, America's most trusted paint brand.
Was the fridge here before?
Yes.
Behr, exclusively at the Home Depot.
3-0, top of the 9th inning. Tigers lead. Let's take a look at the defensive play of the game, Jeff.
So Anthony Volpe is playing an outstanding shortstop. You see how he goes to his right, throws off the run, and a great pick again by DJ LeMahieu. We've seen a lot of good picks in this series against the Tigers by LeMahieu.
Hey, fans, stay tuned after the final out for today's WB Mason Yankees postgame. Get analysis from the studio and player reaction from the clubhouse, plus Aaron Boone on the manager's report, and a look ahead to the series with the Astros. Jason Dominguez, Austin Wells getting the call up for that series. As Alex Lang, 19 of 22 in save opportunities, will try and end this thing and give the Tigers their first victory of this series.
Yeah, Lang, fastball 95 to 97, curveball and a change. Struggled a little bit of late with the walks, 13 in his last 9 innings.
Cabrera, and then it's Kyle Higashioka and DJ LeMahieu. One and one on Cabrera. Cabrera bunts it at third. The throw across not in time from McKinstry. And Oswaldo Cabrera making something happen with a bunt single to lead off the 9th.
Well, not a bad idea. You know, McKinstry was playing back. He got a pitch up in the zone. It was a breaking ball, a curveball. seemed like he hit it a little hard, but he was able to beat it out. Nice job of getting down there. Good idea. You need base runners, and you have the third baseman back.
Yeah. Just love the whole approach there. As Kyle Higashioka takes ball one, and the Yankees now one base runner away from sending the tying run to the plate here in the ninth. That Cabrera single, just the Yankees' third hit of the day. Cabrera has been on base twice. 2-0 on Higgy.
And Lang, who has been struggling with his control of late, you get a base runner on, puts more pressure on him.
Fouled away, 2-1. That's in there for a strike at the top of the zone, 2-2. Cabrera leads off first. Yankees trailing 3-0, top of the ninth. And Higgy tips it into the glove. Strike three, one down.
Well, it wasn't a great curveball. There you see it. It was up. Higgy just fouled it off, and Kelly was able to hold on to it.
There's DJ LeMahieu with Gleyber Torres, who homered in each of the first three games of this series, on deck. Strike one. LeMahieu 0 for 2 with a walk. Volpe has a double. Bowers had a single, and then Cabrera has a walk and a single, and those are all the base runners for the Yankees in this game. The 1-1. Tomahawked into shallow center. Meadows racing in. Will not get there. That's going to float in for a base hit. And the Yankees will send the tying run to the plate here in the ninth in the form of Gleyber Torres.
Well, it's another curveball. That knuckle curve up in the zone, you see, wasn't great. And it jammed LeMahieu, but watch Cabrera. Cabrera read this perfectly. I mean, he's 3/4 of the way. I mean, he's out if Meadows comes up with this ball, but a good read. He was able to get the second.
Well, here is Torres as the tying run. Grounded to short. Diving stop made by Short. Shovels to second for one. On to first. Not in time as Torres beats out the return for the Yankees down to their final out on a nice play by Zach Short at short.
Yeah, if he comes up with this ball and he bobbled it, it probably would have been a double play, but that bobble caused Torres to get in there. There you see the hop. He was already on the bag when Torkelson caught the ball. Just that one little bobble cost that double play.
So Volpe a chance now as the tying run. First and third, 2 out. Yankees down 3-0, top of the ninth. There's strike one. Volpe certainly has shown plenty of power in his rookie season. 19 home runs. Has a double today. Volpe drives that in the air to right field and deep. Carpenter back, racing over, and that is gone! A 3-run homer for Anthony Volpe to tie the game with 2 outs in the ninth. Number 20 It's 3-3, and Volpe has made history. The first Yankee rookie to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in a season.
Well, there's no solo shots now. That was incredible. How about Anthony Volpe going the other way, opposite field with the 3-run homer?
Volpe ties this game at 3. Wow. Just the 15th rookie in Major League history to have at least 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in a season. Stanton grounds out to short. This game goes to the bottom of the 9th.
A fastball on the outer half. He kept the hands back, didn't try to pull it. Look how it kept carrying. And Lang can't believe it.
A dramatic swing from Volpe, and the Yankees tie it up at 3.
Uber One can save you on rides and eats. Yeah, it's kinda sweet. You save on rides to the west side.
As catchy as fudge.
Uber One can save you. I walk along the city streets you used to walk along with me. And every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me? Always something there to remind me.
Hey, big man.
Oh, hey.
Dave told me you got some kind of great system for betting that really works.
It's true.
What is it? Is it like home dogs? No. It's bird mascots.
No, I just use FanDuel's responsible gaming tools like time and spending limits to manage my play.
That's the system.
Hasn't failed me yet.
Cool. You know what, man? I'm just going to keep this between you and me.
It's not a secret, Bob.
Every bettor has a system. Make FanDuel's responsible gaming tools a key part of yours. It's more fun that way.
I'm Patriotic Kenny.
And hi, I'm Amanda on TikTok.
My scooter broke down. I went into a depression.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty sad.
And I posted it to show that Kenny's not always happy. Within 24 hours, people...
How about Anthony Volpe? Hits his 20th home run of his rookie season with 2 on, 2 out, down 3.
Well, I got an 0-1 fastball, and he stayed with it, hits it the opposite field, and it just gets into that little cutout where the 330 mark is.
Big smile from the 22-year-old Yankee shortstop. This season certainly has not gone the way the Yankees would have hoped, but there's a lot to be excited about with Anthony Volpe, and that swing, another reason to be. Now, Abreu warmed up. The Tigers announced Badu to pinch hit, and now Aaron Boone will go to the pen, so we'll be back in a moment. Bottom of the 9th, tied at 3.
I walk along the city streets you used to walk along with me. And every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me? Always something there to remind me.
They'll be here in 5. We ready?
There's a...
Oh.
We'll just put books here, and that looks fine.
That's bad.
There we go.
Ooh, that's no good.
I can just go.
Yeah. Can you do that the whole day?
That works. I can't
Not a
stop.
big deal.
I can't stop.
I don't have it. I don't have it.
Left. Perfect.
We should have used Bear.
Yeah.
Today, let's paint, spray, and stain with Bear, America's most trusted paint brand.
Was the fridge here before?
Yes.
Bear, exclusively at the Home Depot.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
I'm Patriotic Kenny.
And hi, I'm Amanda on TikTok.
My scooter broke down. I went into a depression.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty sad.
And I posted it to show that Kenny's not always happy. Within 24 hours, people...
Fans, stay tuned after the final out for today's WB Mason Yankees postgame and get analysis from the studio and player reaction from the clubhouse, plus Aaron Boone on the manager's report and a look ahead to the series with the Astros. Well, in case you're just joining us, you missed some drama. The Yankees, down 3-0, had been meek offensively all day. And then in the ninth, give Oswaldo Cabrera credit. He started it with a bunt single. Then DJ LeMahieu hit a bloop single to center, and with 2 outs, Anthony Volpe a 3-run homer to tie the game, his 20th home run of the season. Now Clay Holmes on in the bottom of the ninth. Try and send this game to extras.
And you mentioned the 2020, and he tied Tom Tresh as the only rookie shortstop with 20 homers back in 1962. And just that little bobble by Short, the Tigers shortstop.
Yeah, that would have been a double play to end the game. Off the bat of Torres. Instead, it gave Volpe a shot. Badu pinch hitting for Ibanez. Chops it to first. LeMahieu slick backhand, and Holmes gets there. 1 down.
Great play by DJ over there.
Now, we've also got to think about Albert Abreu, who was a pitch away from walking in a run in the 8th. Had bases loaded, 1 out, and ended up coming back to strike out McKinstry and then struck out Riley Green. Did not yield any more insurance runs and set up a chance to tie the game.
Yeah, like you mentioned, very meek, but like lifeless, right?
Yeah, 2 hits through the first
ninth.
8 innings. They'd never had 2 base runners on in a single inning. They had 2 hits and 2 walks through the first 8.
Well, they had to break the string of the solo shots. 8 solo shots. It's about time.
Yeah. Now, Holmes did give up a run on Monday and Tuesday coming in out of the pen. They were both situations where the Yankees had a cushiony lead. Now he comes in a tie game. You see, last 6 games, 15.19 ERA. Previous 35, he had allowed 3 runs total. Swing and a miss. 2 down.
Real good slider away, and he got on top of that slider. Really tough to hit. You have that big sinking fastball. It just bores into a right-handed hitter. As long as he stays on top of it, he's going to be able to throw that for strikes. Sometimes you just get on the side of it, flattens out a little bit, or it gets too big. But that slider was nasty.
Here's Kerry Carpenter. 2 hits in this game. A stolen base as well. Has had a fantastic season, a huge August. By the way, the Yankees down to your last tying or go-ahead homer was Giancarlo Stanton in the Field of Dreams game back on August 12th of 2021. Big swing, 1-2.
Oh, this is a nasty sinker. You see how much this ball moves. I mean, it starts inside and it breaks out over the middle of the plate and down. This is where you can just set up on the outside corner and start it in the middle and break it away.
Wow. Holmes looked filthy in the 9th. This game goes to extras. Tied at 3.
I walk along the city street along with me. And every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me? Always something there to remind me.
I'm Patriotic Kenny.
And hi, I'm Amanda on TikTok.
My scooter broke down. I went into a depression.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty sad.
And I posted it to show that Kenny's not always happy. Within 24 hours, people had donated over $5,000.
Oh, you're kidding.
We set up the Patriotic Kenny Foundation to give mobility scooters to veterans.
It has changed my life tremendously.
None of this would have happened without TikTok.
They'll be here in 5. We ready?
There's a.
Oh.
We'll just put books here, and that looks fine.
That's bad. There we go.
Ooh, that's no good.
I can just go.
Yeah. Can you do that the whole day?
That works. I can't
Not a
stop.
big deal.
I can't stop.
I don't have it. I don't have it.
Left.
Perfect.
We should have used Bear.
Yeah.
Today, let's paint, spray, and stain with Behr, America's most trusted paint brand.
Was the fridge here before?
Yes.
Behr, exclusively at the Home Depot.
Well, how did we get to extra innings? In the 8th, bases loaded, 1 out, and Abreu gets back-to-back strikeouts to keep it a 3-0 deficit. Then in the 9th, first and second, 1 out. This could be a game-ending double play, but a little bobble there from Zach Short. Torres beats out the return, and that sets the stage. 2 out, 2 on. Anthony Volpe going oppo for his 20th home run of his rookie season. Ties the game at 3. And after a 1-2-3 bottom of the 9th from Clay Holmes, the Yankees will send up Aaron Judge to pinch hit. Ben Rortvedt will run at second as the pinch runner. And Bo Brisky is the new pitcher for the Tigers. It'll be Judge, Peraza, and then Pereira. Judge was getting the afternoon off, sitting on 249 career home runs. Well, the bench is done. Harrison Bader claimed, so the Yankees down a player. He is headed to the Reds. Here's the 1-1 to Judge. In there for a strike, 1-2.
Well, you got to hope nothing happens to Higgy, because then Rortvedt goes behind the plate and you lose your DH. So hopefully that nothing happens there.
2-2.
Brisky, good fastball, 96 to 98. This is that slider down and away, and it's off. He throws a changeup as well.
Judge just 1 for 16 in his career pinch hitting. He homered off Brisky on Monday.
Yeah, he homered on that changeup. That's when Judge and Torres went back-to-back, right? The changeups, too.
Judge grounds that to short. Not going to advance. Rortvedt. Judge is retired. 1 down.
There's a pitch out of the zone, probably ball 4. It just rolls over on it.
Jonathan Loaizaga again going for the Yankees in the pen. Here's Oswald Peraza. I've not seen Peraza and Pereira do much offensively since getting this run of playing time. But Peraza turns, rips that to left, right at green for the second out.
Fastball, and it got in on Peraza. The line drive to left field.
Thought he had a hit. Now it's left for Pereira. Pereira 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He is 4 for 34 since getting the call up. Big spot here. Trying to put the Yankees in front in the 10th after Volpe tied it dramatically in the 9th. Oh, and 2 on Pereira. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Pereira down on strikes, and Brisky works a scoreless 10th. Can the Yankees set up an 11? It'll be up to Jonathan Loaizaga in a 3-3 game.
I walk along the city streets you used to walk along with me. And every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me? Always something there to remind me.
Hey, big man.
Oh, hey.
Dave told me you got some kind of great system for betting that really works.
It's true.
What is it? Is it like home dogs? No. It's bird mascots.
No, I just use FanDuel's responsible gaming tools like time and spending limits to manage my play.
That's the system.
Hasn't failed me yet.
Cool. You know what, man? I'm just going to keep this between you and me.
It's not a secret, Bob.
Every bettor has a system. Make FanDuel's responsible gaming tools a key part of yours. It's more fun that way.
They'll be here in 5. We ready?
There's a...
Oh.
We'll just put books here, and that looks fine.
That's bad.
There we go.
Ooh, that's no good.
I could just go.
Yeah. Can you do that the whole day?
That works.
I can't
Not a
stop.
big deal.
I can't stop.
I don't have it.
Left. Perfect.
We should have used Bear.
Yeah.
Today, let's paint, spray, and stain with Behr, America's most trusted paint brand.
Was the fridge here before?
Yes.
Behr, exclusively at the Home Depot.
The Yankees return to prime tomorrow to take on the Astros. Watch as the Bronx Bombers go head-to-head with Yordan Alvarez, and the Astros don't miss a minute of the Yankees. Coverage begins at 7:30, only on Prime. Now, the outfielders didn't know exactly where they were going. Checking in with Luis Rojas, where they're headed out there. Who's going to be in center? Who's going to be in left? Who's going to be in right? It looks like Cabrera is in center. Pereira remains in left. And Judge is in right. Oswaldo told us when we had him mic'd up in spring training, he wanted to get some time at center field. He gets it here. Bottom of the 10th inning, Jonathan Loaizaga has been excellent since returning from injury. He will face the legend Miguel Cabrera with a runner at second. High chopper to short. Volpe backs up for it. Throws to first in time. And Cabrera retired for the first out.
Sinker beats out in front of the plate, and nice job by Volpe taking his time. That was a high hop. You know, Cabrera doesn't run real well. Watch this couple hops. In the outfield grass. Got plenty of time to throw it across the diamond.
They intentionally walked Parker Meadows. The runner at second is Kerry Carpenter, who made the final out of the ninth. And so now it's Zach Short, who has homered in this game and walked. Made a diving stop on a grounder from Torres with 2 on and 1 out in the ninth, but then bobbled the toss to second. They got an out, but it could have been a game-ending double play. Instead, the next batter, Volpe, homered to tie it. There's strike 1 to Short. Good numbers with runners in scoring position this season. The 0-1. That's in there, 0-2.
2 good fastballs at 98 from Loizaga down and away.
Broken bat, Squibber back to Loizaga to second for 1. Lob to first, thrown away, and here comes the winning run. The Tigers win it on a throwing error. 4-3 the final in 10, but the Yankees are saying, hold on a second, is there interference at second base?
Yeah, this was Meadows going into second. Let's watch this and see. He pops up. He slides and then he pops up.
I don't know if you're going to get any interference call on that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. You're going in. You're going straight into the bag.
The New York Yankees are challenging the slide at second base.
So they're going to take a look to see whether or not this was a legal slide into second base. I mean, maybe the only thing I could think of, Jeff, is was there anything with the hand that would be, but I don't know.
Yeah, you know, you're taught as a runner. I mean, he goes right into the bag. He slides straight into the bag.
Right.
That's what you're taught. And, you know, Torres leaves himself exposed out in front of that bag. You know, I don't think this is going to be anything. You know, I know you want to try to challenge it anyway just to hope that something gets overturned, but Torres is in front of that bag, so he leaves himself exposed to the runner. And all you have to do is slide straight into the bag.
It was it.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues never sleeps, and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New Start spreading the news. vagabond.